Everybody, we are back. It is Safe to Lodge Favorites Podcast, Favorites Channel, Favorites Everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at Glen Rockney for Glen, and of course pandasubs.com, discount code TDL for all your good protein needs. And then also hit up Homage to make sure you hit that scan right there. Get you a Homage shirt. You can get you, I got my sweater on again, but you know what I mean? We keep it fresh here. But make sure you go ahead and check that out and get you like any Raiders gear. I mean, I think everything's 15% off. So there's a dope Raiders starter jacket. If you got to get a Christmas present for your dad or something like that, it's really dope. I was mad they wouldn't give it to me for free. I was kind of upset about it.
Damn.
That's how dope it is. I was like, I want the starter jacket. He's like, nah, you can't have it.
Damn. Cold-blooded. But the business.
That's the business, you know what I'm saying? So how you feeling, Glenn? How you feeling this week, man?
Oh, not too bad. Watching Carson Beck flame out on TV tonight. Watching the Mariners, who I'm not rooting for as an A's fan. Watching them do some theatrics at home to kind of take control of that series, and getting ready for a crazy weekend of college football and NFL rivalry weekend for both of my football teams this weekend. So I'm excited for sure. Definitely a little nervous about the Raiders game, but I'm excited.
Yeah, we got the Dodgers fans in here. Dodgers fans saying they're got to tune in.
Yeah,
to the boys, like Dodgers are on fire.
They are.
They on my second screen.
It would be a real upset if they did not win the World Series. I mean, they look like the best team. But I'll tell you, those Mariners, they got a weird magic thing happening with them. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like them. I'm not rooting for them. I will actively root for the Dodgers over them. So I'm not hating. People remember when the Giants won the World Series in the 2010s, they were not the best team. They were like, they had a good pitching staff, and they would just have those like crazy moments in the playoffs. And the Giant and the Mariners kind of feel like that team. So, but yeah, the Dodgers, I mean, Ohtani's out there finally hitting. He's waking up. He was hitting 139 in the postseason this year, and they were still smoking everybody. Like,
wow, Dodgers, man. That's why I get mad at baseball, because the Orioles ain't got no money. So
they don't. I mean, they have a beautiful stadium. They don't sell out.
Yeah, no, they have to win to sell out.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, 2 years ago they were like still pretty good. They were supposed to be good this year. They weren't.
They traded Corbin Burns.
Yeah.
Like they let him go. They didn't trade him, but they let him go.
And the Rams are literally practiced at Camden Yards this morning. It was the weirdest thing. There's a picture of the Rams practicing. I'm like, is that Camden Yards? And I guess they are gonna fly like tomorrow to London, because they're going they went from one time zone. They're like doing some crazy experimental thing.
Okay.
I thought I was having a stroke. I thought I saw the Rams practicing at Camden Yards. I was like, all right, take me now, I guess.
Wow. Carson Beck just threw pick number 4.
Oh boy. Yeah. We already got the NFL version of that right now. So yeah, no thanks.
He's not part of the draft plans that we're gonna be talking about today.
Yeah, I mean 4th round pick. I guess if they're coming to the 4th round pick, I mean, no, he really tanked his stock today.
Exactly. Like, because I mean, throwing 4 picks. That's what we saw last year from Carson Beck.
I know. So. He was playing really well up until this game, but Louisville came to play. Is that Miami? I'm pissed off as a Notre Dame fan. The strength of schedule, I needed Miami to be undefeated, but yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. There's some great college football games tomorrow, though. I was looking at
3 massive SEC games. You got Notre Dame, USC. And, hey, shout out to the Utah Utes and BYU. That's going to be a ball game at night.
Yeah.
Not everyone's talking about that, but you ask anybody in that state, my gosh, they are drinking root beer and partying, crumble cookies, tailgating.
Yeah, man. People are liking my Mendoza breakdown. I did Mendoza for the members. I also got I did do a Mendoza for the little draft preview tomorrow, so check that out as well. But today we're going to be talking about, of course, the elephant in the room with Jakobi Meyers sitting out of practice. Especially making Chip Kelly look really stupid. So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, we'll talk about I want to talk about the O-line rankings because it's just super interesting that where these guys ranked, and then we had the talk about the O-line overall, but then you see the ESPN things, and depending on how you like ESPN stats, it's just interesting to see those guys on those rankings. Mm-hmm. And then we'll get into a little draft plan. We'll talk about drafting already because, if they lose this game,
they're still not out of it. That's how bad the Steelers losing on Thursday Night Football, that was the best team in the AFC, like technically record-wise, and they lost to the Joe Flacco Bengals.
Yeah,
it's like I would agree with you that it would be like, hey, let's pack it in, like if they lose to the Chiefs. But that being said, it's like Pete Carroll will be like, nah, we win 3 in a row, we got this. You know what I mean? Which you still have to win the 3 in a row, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't think the problem with this is they're not going to think they're out of it for a long time.
I know, until like 2-7 or something.
It would have to be 2-7. Yeah, it's no.
Yeah, it's not good. Jakobi and Bowers practice today. Seeing Bowers go limited participant today, it's kind of funny. It felt like, hey man, we really need to beat the Chiefs.
But he's doubtful though. He's still doubtful. Yeah.
I also don't see why he practiced like this. Like I feel like they were trying to see if he can go, because they want to beat the Chiefs.
I think it's a pain. I think his injury is like more pain management than anything. It doesn't sound like there's some structural thing with it. So I think they're just like, hey man, go see what it looks. Oh, okay, it hurt. It's one of those things you just don't know till you go out there. And then you're like, yeah, I'm confident in like 2 weeks they can get him back, and that's when they should. Tell you what, they upset the Chiefs, and you hell, I might start getting excited. Because you tell me you get our, other than Max, you get your best player back. Your best, in my opinion, best offensive player. But again, it's it's. I'm already getting out ahead of my skis here. The Raiders are the biggest underdog of the week of any game, so that for a reason.
It's a big one. They're 11.5. We'll get into that later, but yeah, they are. Like, I can't wait till you see the over unders. They're crazy this week.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a few, but yes, I am. I've been not good on. I got killed on my college picks last week on this show. I was looking. I was like, thank God I didn't bet any of these. Like, it was awful. Michigan looked awful. Like all of these. Whew, man. Oklahoma against Texas, terrible. It was just a man. I'm glad I didn't bet any of them. I'm just saying, because I had no feel for what was going on last week. Yeah, NFL too.
Yeah, same thing. Arch Manning came back, and everybody's back on his, back on the wagon for Arch Manning. Let's say that, because he played pretty well that game, though.
He did. I still think he should stay in school another year, but yeah, he did.
Yeah, for sure, dude. All right, look at some of these questions. Did Max play last time we played the Chiefs?
No. Max had been on IR for quite a while at that point, I think.
Yeah, but we don't have Chase on, so
we have Malcolm Kuntz, which is why we even got Chase on last year, is because Malcolm Kuntz was hurt.
Yeah. So that's the key to beating them. You gotta get pressure on them.
Pressure, and you're gonna have to tackle. They're healthy at wide receiver. They're getting healthy at wide receiver. It's gonna be a huge, like, the Devin White experience. It's like, is Devin White gonna make plays, or is Devin White going to be missing tackles? And I could see him making a play. He had probably his biggest career game ever against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Like, he might just be a Chiefs killer. Jamal Adams, guys like that. Like, they're gonna have to go take the ball away. They're gonna have to make the Chiefs play bad football to win this game, which they've kind of done at Arrowhead the last couple times they've been there. They made the Chiefs play bad football. I didn't see if Josh Simmons is playing this week, but I have a feeling they're pretty healthy. They seem like they're pretty healthy, and we'll see what they'll come out as on offense. Like, on the Raiders, are they just gonna, if Meyers isn't playing, are they just gonna come out and like 12 and just try to run clock? We'll see. I don't know.
Simmons is not playing. He's out.
Josh Simmons is not playing. Yeah, that's something. He was having a really nice rookie year for them.
Yeah. So he's out. But the rest of the team is there. They don't have anybody else injured. They're pretty healthy. The Raiders, Crosby missed practice today, but I don't know what that's about. He didn't miss practice, but he's limited participant, whatever. So I don't know if they're just sitting him out. I don't know if he tweaked something. I don't know. But that hasn't been talked about too much. But Bowers practiced a little bit today, and then Meyers practiced today too. But he's questionable.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we'll
I don't know what's going on with Meyers because it's the trade deadline after this game. So if they're getting an offer for him, they're not going to play him. If they have an offer that they like, we'll see. If they get a good offer, it's like, do you play him? But again, I've been saying it for a while. You better be more. If I'm Spytech, I'm telling these teams I expect to get a 3rd round pick when I let this guy walk.
Yeah, or something.
So what are you going to do to make that better?
See, the thing in season, that's where you see more of the steals when teams get desperate, like
right.
Jonathan Mingos,
Jonathan Mingo. Who was the other? God, there was somebody else I remember for like a 2nd round pick one time where I was like, a 2nd round pick? Like it was just a couple of years ago. It was like, yeah. No, I agree. I think a team like New England, back to his old team, I could see them doing it. I could see, I don't think they're going to do a 2nd. That's why I don't trade them, to be honest, is because I just don't think they're going to get it. But if a team that's going to get desperate is a team like New England that's licking their chops at the Bills. They already have 1 win against them. And the AFC is weak. They have a chance to literally win the AFC East and host a playoff game. And then a team like 49ers, like a team like that. I could see doing. I could see a team like the Rams. Puka Nakua's hurt. I could see a lot of teams saying like, all right, league's wide open this year, and that is to the Raiders' favor that the league is wide open this year. Even the Chiefs right now, like it's who is the favorite to win it all right now. I mean, you could have told me Philly 3 weeks ago, I'd have believed you, but I watched them play 2 weeks in a row. I don't think it's Philly anymore.
No, it might be the Colts, man. See the Colts win this week because they got the Chargers. They go out there and just dominate the Chargers.
Yeah, it's true. Put that 3rd round comp pick question up on the screen. Don't we get a 3rd round comp pick? So for somebody else might know more about this. I think it's whatever Meyers signs in free agency and leaves dictates the pick you get. There's a comp pick formula, so we won't know. But I do think a team like Tennessee, a team with a young quarterback in the offseason, could even be New England or something with some cap space and a young quarterback that wants a good veteran receiver. They might give him like 20 something million a year.
Yeah,
like
you're right.
People laugh at that. And that goes into the comp pick formula versus how much you spend to replace him. And it's called a compensation pick. So we don't know by now. It's just my suspicion.
Yeah. Mendoza or Moore if you had a choice. Me is probably Mendoza.
Yeah, Mendoza does look really good. He does look really good. I was not very impressed with Dante Moore when I watched him play. I was just like, man, if I need you to go make a play, I mean, look, you go great at Penn State, I thought, but that was just that game was ripe for the taking. I love the way Mendoza bounced back after his interception, which was a bad interception. That was awful. Bad. It was an awful pick. But look at right now we're watching year 13 Geno Smith fold after throwing 1, and Mendoza comes back and just drops dimes. And he got his coach paid. Signetti, I'm sorry. Signetti got an 8-year extension. That's not happening if Fernando Mendoza's there. He's a good coach, but Indiana's not trying to lock this dude up forever. Like for most of his, the rest of his coaching career, pretty much. Like they're not doing that if Mendoza's not balling right now.
Yeah, 8 years, 11 million or something like that. Good Lord.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It was just like I think he's a good coach. He's definitely brought that program back. It was nothing for a long time, but I saw them last year with Curtis Rourke versus Fernando Mendoza this year. Definitely, that's a very lucrative transfer portal situation there.
Yeah. So the 2026 class was like dog shit. I wouldn't say that.
I don't agree.
I just think there's not like a big arm like type of guy, because I don't know how big Mendoza's arm really is, but he's a good quarterback though. That's the thing. Like there's some good quarterbacks. Like, he's going to like be accurate in the short areas. He can hit the intermediate pass. Or is he like just explosive superstar quarterback? I don't know about that, but do you really need that to win in the NFL? No.
But like I said, my first round formula sounds more popular. If the Raiders are picking high, I want to get the best player available and then come back into the first round and get one of these guys that maybe doesn't have the top of the draft big arm like that people covet, but a guy that you could come in and grab a blue chip player and then trade back up. that's kind of where I'm at now. Now, if the Raiders start winning football games, that's where it gets a little interesting.
Yeah, sure. This dude asked Marcus, how much stock do you put into Ricky Scoops guy on Twitter? Bro, been right on summer. Also, Notre Dame getting eliminated tomorrow. I have a theory that's Ian Rappaport. So.
Also, it's Notre Dame, not Norte Dame. It's not a gang. It's not. I know. I don't want to. I mean, USC fans might think it's that, but we're not doing any sort of gang fights at the Coliseum. I've seen how the Dodgers and Padres get down there, but it is Notre Dame. Sure, if you think so. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just gonna sit here and just. We'll see. I don't want to hear nobody expected us to win tomorrow, by the way. I don't want to hear that if USC loses. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, we don't care. Norte. Oh, yeah, come on.
Yeah. Everybody spelled it Norte too, man. There's a couple people.
It's the same guy a bunch of times. I'm like, hey, whatever. I'm not the one saying it that way. My team is Notre Dame. There was a famous Disney movie, Hunchback of Notre Dame, that came out very easy to put into there. And no, it's fine. It's totally fine. Like I will hold all of my USC shit talking until after the game's over tomorrow. Then I'll be relentless. I will find you and I will make your life hell.
Yeah.
Okay. That's after though. I'm not doing
after
that
the
beforehand.
Game. After the game.
That's not happening right now.
But to answer the first question, I think that's Ian Rappaport. I still think it is. Ricky.
You think Ricky is that?
I think he's Ian Rappaport.
Yeah. No, I think Meyers is decent. I think they're waiting on to see if they win or lose this game, and they're going to trade him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they are. I think if they beat the Chiefs, they're like, sorry, Jakobi, we're 3-4 and in the hunt.
Meyers said, "Where's your red shirt, Glen?"
Yeah, I know. No, thanks. That would have been bad. The high school I went to, it was you didn't wear red at that place.
Okay.
It was Southerner high school that I went to. Yeah, you didn't do that. Yeah, I had a cool Alpine Stars red shirt, and they were like, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you think I'm banging with it? Like,
you look like okay.
Yeah, I like to skate. Yeah, like.
You see my DCs, dog?
I know. Come on, bro. I don't got another shirt, bro. Come on.
All right. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Here we go. Any chance getting bigger O-line, or does Pete not like big guys?
Does Pete not like big guys? I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I gotta look that up. Is that a thing? I gotta look that up.
I mean, we could use those thresholds things. I don't know.
I mean, he had Tom Cable.
Yeah.
For a long time.
I don't. It doesn't seem like, if you look at, they seem to be going after good athletic profile guys like in the draft this year and stuff. It doesn't seem like there was a big rhyme or reason to the guys they took this year in terms of they like guys that play a lot of football. Like they went after, Besh, Thornton, Genty, these guys played a long time. They didn't really take a lot of underclassmen, or at least guys that weren't at least, seniors and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that might be a thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because like I said, they had Tom Cable. I think, Tom Cable, that's all he cares about. He doesn't even care if he can block or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He did not get two shits. So can he block? I don't know. But have you seen how long his arms are? That's Tom Cable.
Yep.
Exactly, man. JPJ moving back to center.
Don't think it's happening.
I don't know. See, the thing is, like, JPJ's playing pretty good at guard. Is he a center? See, I don't know. See, that's the real question here. Because Tom Telesco didn't draft him as a center.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I agree.
And then they're like, you're not center either. So that's two groups of NFL evaluators that saying this guy is not a center. So maybe it's just like in our minds, because he won the Remington, that it could be that we want him to play center. But maybe he's just not that guy. Maybe he's a guard.
Yeah, I mean, and also, I've noticed a lot of people that get mad about the competition aspect. Like, don't you think maybe that helped? Like, is there any chance that maybe the whole fight for your job kind of thing might have humbled him a little bit? Now he's playing good football. Like, is there no chance that happened? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe the coaches know a little something, and maybe this guy could make a Pro Bowl at guard this year. Like, I don't, he's had some tough games. I mean, we'll see. But like, I think as the season goes on, he's going to be really good at guard. Is Meredith the answer? We'll see. We'll see. That I'm a little less certain of. But centers, that's something you spend on. You can go spend on in free agency, like get a veteran center next year, especially if you're going to bring in a young quarterback. Be nice to have a veteran center, like that's something you can do. If JPJ's balling at guard, just leave him there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because the first 2 games, he was great in the run game at guard. This past game, he had some struggles a little bit, but he was playing really well the first 2 weeks when he came back, and I think you're right, Glenn. I think he was pissed when he came back. He definitely the first game he was.
Yeah. So how certain guys got to get coached that way. They got to get kind of got to get your food taken away from you for a little bit or something. You know what I mean? Just like say, oh, you thought it was guaranteed. You know what I mean? You thought just saying like. I think again we did have to get a game of Alex Kappa, which I don't appreciate. That's not good. I didn't.
Yeah.
Like that. But JPJ was hurt. He hurt himself in practice. I mean, like, I'm not sure it happens if he doesn't get hurt. So to me, I just think he might just be, and like I see Joseph C in the comments. I don't know if JPJ is going to even try to play center. Guards make more money.
It's so true.
Guards make more money. You could definitely get way more of those highlight plays at guard too, of just running around and just mauling people, and that just might be what he is, man. Like it's fine. We don't need to keep moving these guys around.
All right, one more question. Then we'll talk about Jakobi Meyers. Question of the night: sell me on Carson Beck without saying he's big with a big arm.
I'm not interested in selling you on him right now because he's not playing well. We'll see. I mean, like we'll see how the season ends up. He's played a lot of ball and won a lot of games. Teams care about that.
Yeah, he's run pro offenses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, again, are you going to be excited by that? Probably not. If you don't like him now, you're not going to like him by draft day, probably. We've all seen him play a lot of football. He is what he is. But again, the only reason I bring that up is I didn't think Bo Nix was that good in college, and I don't even think he's that good now. But he's on a team that's winning games with a controllable contract. And I don't know. There's something to it. Like even so, I don't trust my own evaluations as much to be like this guy's bad, right? This guy's bad. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the question of the day. Jakobi Meyers. So this is a question. Boy, Ryan L here. Who's the best Meyers spot? Because he is going to get traded, obviously. I mean, to me, it was funny because it was like knee and toe. Like, bro, could you just like pick one? It could have just been knee
and toe. It's like a hockey injury, like a lower body, how they say in hockey.
Yeah.
I think I would say San Francisco. I would say there's 3 teams in the West I could see him playing on. I could see him playing on Seattle. John Schneider thing or something like that. I think they could use like one veteran there. They have Horton, JSN, and if you had a third guy there, I don't know that they're going to give up the pick for that. I think San Francisco's pretty desperate right now.
Yeah,
I think they really, really want to. I mean, they're dealing with a kind of yet another year of hellish injuries for there. Again, I don't trade him if I can't get more than a real 3rd round pick, like an actual non-comp 3rd round pick. If I can get that for him, I do it because if I'm SpyTech, I tell these teams, you have to give me something that that I might not get in the offseason. So I would say like your actual slotted 3rd round pick is where we start the conversation. And a lot of people think Meyers is not going to get that. Okay, then he's on the Raiders. So they don't have to do it.
Yeah.
That's
the key. Keep going.
No, somebody said they have Kupp. That's true. They do have Cooper Kupp. The Seattle does. So I could see the Rams too if Puka's injury lingers a little bit. They have Atwell, Devontae, and them. So maybe not that. But I think the Patriots are another team too. The Patriots could definitely offer a pick. They're definitely want to capitalize on Drake May's rookie deal. They're playing really good ball. They could definitely use another good receiver. The Giants are another good one. It's a great suggestion there. The Giants, if they let's say the Giants take down Denver this weekend, wouldn't that be nice? Let's say they do that. They might start feeling themselves a little bit and say, okay, let's go get one. They're down neighbors this year, right? Like, so they could go get them. There's a lot of teams I could see. That's what's great about the NFL being wide open this year is I could see a lot of teams wanting them.
Yeah. I like Pittsburgh. The one that's talking about. I think Pittsburgh's a good one. I could see that really happening because because Aaron Rodgers and what they would like, what he likes to do, like he's a perfect fit for Aaron Rodgers. And I think they had interest in him before, because I remember my boy Derek DB, who does Steelers stuff. He was watching a lot of Jakobi Meyers because I think there was interest before. So I think that's a sneaky one, just because they wanted him at some point, and we'll see what they offer. And their offense looks pretty good right now, but like they probably feel like they want to win. They feel like they can win a Super Bowl right now with Aaron Rodgers because they're 4-2.
Yeah, that's why they got him.
That's how they feel about it. So that's why I think that could be a situation where they feel like they could just go trade for him, and it just takes off. And now we got weapons everywhere. We could throw the ball. We could run the ball, because they can't run the ball right now, really. I mean, they have Jalen Warren, who's not that good.
Do they have a 3rd round pick? I thought they traded one.
Did they? I don't know.
I don't know if the Steelers have one. Not to me. I say, well, do you have a 2nd? Let's see, Steelers 2026 draft picks. I know they traded one for Metcalf, but I wasn't unsure if that was this year or next year. Let's see. They have 12 picks next year.
12.
They got a compensatory 3rd. I think they have 2. It looks like they have a few picks. That's right. They got one for George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They got a 3rd rounder. Okay, now this is starting to sound good. They got the Dallas pick. So that's what I would ask them for them. I'd say, let me get that Dallas pick, because that is for sure going to be, no matter what the Cowboys do, that's going to be better than a 3rd round comp pick.
Yeah, they probably don't want to give up that comp pick though, I bet. Because then it's like late fourth round, right? Because comp picks are like in the back of the 3rd round.
But I'm getting one of those if he leaves, probably. That's what I tell them. I say, why am I giving him to you now if I'm already going to get one of those when he leaves? I say, I want your Cowboys pick, or else, sorry, you don't have Jakobi Meyers. How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
The Raiders have leverage. The Raiders have leverage is what I mean with Meyers. You don't have to do this. Like, people were talking about at the beginning of the year, as soon as Jakobi Meyers wanted to get traded, I go, no. Sorry. Like what's the point? Like, these teams are desperate. Like, the Steelers only have DK Metcalf at wide receiver. I know they have Arthur Smith, and Arthur Smith doesn't give a shit. He's like, oh, whatever, I don't need wide receivers. But I'm telling you, like, these teams might get desperate. So I tell them, let me get that Cowboys pick. Like, hey, yeah, it's like you traded George Pickens for Jakobi Meyers. That's what I would tell them.
Mm-hmm. That might work. Because like I said, they really feel like that they can win. I mean, you could tell they're excited. And damn, Ohtani hit a 3rd homer.
Yeah, he woke up. That's scary. Yeah, yeah. If that was the only chance anybody had to take down the Dodgers this year, is that he wasn't hitting, and it's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Whoever wins that series in Seattle, I just it's gonna be tough.
It's cultural appropriation on Reggie Jackson. That's what I say.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's why he has to hit 5. That's why he has to hit 4. He'd be like, okay, it's different now. Yeah.
I'm joking, guys, so don't take that serious. But yeah.
He's like, I hit 4 because I didn't want to be racist.
I didn't want to be racist.
What does interpreter say?
That'll be the best press conference ever. Oh, no joke, Joe. Yeah, I'm just joking though. But yeah, Ohtani's a beast, man. He's a freak.
He's might be the best baseball player I've ever seen. I know people have their Bonds ties, but like Bonds ain't going out there throwing 100 on the hill.
I know.
It's kind of crazy. Like I know Ohtani's more of a hitter than a pitcher, but it's just like, dude, and he's fast. And Bonds was fast back in his day for sure.
Yeah.
But it was just like, we'll see what happens. He's just like, man, when he was on the Angels, I'd go watch him in the Coliseum. And it was just like I didn't even care I would just watch him. I'd be like, I'm here to watch Ohtani. I'm an A's fan, but I'm here to watch this. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. He's crazy. Yeah, because Bonds, the thing is with Bonds is like always a great hitter, but then the roids for me with Bonds is that's like, yeah, man, you cheated. You were like one of the best hitters. You hit 330.
Don't open that can of worms on here. People really don't like when you say that. That is.
He was hitting 330. Yeah, because I was a huge baseball guy as a kid, so I had all the cards and all the stats. 330 every year whenever you wanted to.
Yeah, no, it was
330, 30 home runs, whatever he wanted to.
Then his head got bigger. I was like, bro, what head workouts did you do? I mean, pause, but yeah, what head workouts did you do? Like, you got head muscle.
And this is saying, and they put the roids on, and it was like, boop, every time.
Roids don't help contact, but they don't pay you to make contact.
He hit 330 without it every year.
Nobody says Barry Bonds is bad. Nobody's like, hey, Barry Bonds was bad. Brady Anderson is the steroid guy. your guy back in the day, I guarantee.
Yeah.
Had a random 50 home run season. That's the ones where it's all roids, where it's like, yo, that like Bonds, it's like that was a like an all-time great player that became like the GOAT because of that. And that's, again, they're gonna have to let these guys in the Hall of Fame. It's just going to be the case.
Yeah, he should be in the Hall regardless. Yeah, he won 3 MVPs before it, right?
Yeah, he's the home run leader, but people should just say this about him and be like, yeah, he was on roids. You know what I mean? Like Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. There's DraftKings commercials. You know what I'm saying? like we're in a different era now. It's okay. These guys have paid their dues. Like they've got time served.
Yeah, but this exact statement is why I say that it's ultimate cheating, because
Peyton Manning. I think Peyton Manning cheated. Peyton Manning took those weird neck things that he ordered to his house in his wife's name. Like, I'm telling you,
It's like, Barry, say that stuff for Mark McGwire. You already hit 330. We don't need you to do this, because now every time you hit the ball, like literally every time you hit the ball during that era, it was a double or a home run. Every time.
Yeah. No, and like Bonds was incredible. I mean, it was like, I remember people with the chickens in the stands, like nobody wanted to pitch to him. It was crazy. But let's be real, the Balco thing, like we know it was happening. Like it was just whatever. And it was that era for sure. It was that era. I'm willing to chalk it up to an era, but we gotta be real about it.
He should be in the Hall though, because like I said, his time with the Pirates is enough to me for him to be in the Hall.
No, I mean, there's no case for him not. Only Bob Costas tries to make the case for him not to be in the Hall of Fame. And Bob Costas, I mean, once Bob Costas is gone, there's nobody keeping him out of the Hall of Fame. Yeah. These boomer sports writers, they're gonna go. I mean, I'm not wishing it on anybody, but they're gonna go. Bonds is gonna get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's stupid. That's a dumb thing. All right, back to football, guys. Sorry about that. Did Bane do anything in the game tonight? I turned it off.
Whoever was playing tackle for Louisville, you're gonna have to look him up. I don't know who it is. He was kind of working him in the run game. I was like, whoa. I mean, we got to see. I'm sure people will take a closer look at it, because that's going to be a game a lot of people work at if Bane's going to be a top 5 pick. I thought I saw him getting beat up a little bit by the tackle from Louisville. Whoever's got his name, somebody can put his name in the chat. I'm interested.
That's the size. That's why, like I say, if the Raiders win like 5 or 6 games and they find a way, I still think he might fall to them, because that size he has.
At like 10 or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just because of things like that, where like, can he really play the run like that in the NFL at that outside? You know, is he just Carl Lawson? You know what I
mean? That would be bad if he took Carl Lawson there.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my thing with Bane. Like, are you just Carl Lawson? Because Carl Lawson's like literally the same size, and he had a couple 10-sack seasons too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Just a JPJ question.
Yeah,
I think he is. I think he's playing really well. I think their offensive line is like okay. It's like they make bad mistakes when they make bad mistakes, and it blows up plays. And I don't think they're very creative in the run game.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, even with Meredith, I think Meredith's playing okay. Mm-hmm. But he's not playing that bad.
Yeah.
He does have a little bit of the Andre James problem. If you line up a big guy in front of him, he just can't block him.
Yeah,
I agree with that, and that's a problem for a center. It is, because that's definitely a weakness. When they play the Giants later on, God help him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know how that game's gonna go for him. But the Giants could put Dexter Lawrence right over him. And that's going to be a fun game for him. You know what I mean?
Andre James is like starting for the Chargers now, right?
No, he didn't make the team. Like, I think
he's got like first team reps at practice the other day I saw.
Oh, is he like hurt? Was he hurt or something?
I don't know. No, I think Bradley Bozeman got benched or something. I think they're like starting the Andre James era. I could be wrong there, but I thought I saw somebody like saying he's getting like, I don't see why you'd make a fake account about that, like, and do that. That's kind of a deep cut, but like it sounds like they're like, I'll be mad as hell if he's good for the Chargers.
I mean, because Andre James isn't bad. It's like the same thing with like Jordan Meredith. Like, they're not bad. It's just there's like little quirks with them. Like, James had the slow ass snaps. Right. And he kind of had the same issue where somebody's like lining up over them.
Yeah,
that he's gonna get fucked up. But like he was pretty, he was solid. He just annoying to me. He was more annoying than anything
Travante Sylvester. Sorry, that's the name of the Louisville guy. Okay, I'll just he caught my eye a little bit. I was like, man, Bain is getting worked in the run game. It's like, man, this guy, whoever that is, yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out too. Does Mendoza meet your minimum of number of plays mark? Yes, he will.
Yeah, he played it because he played a full season at Cal last year.
Yeah, and he played like half a season the year before.
Yep.
The thing is, nobody else will. That's the scary part. Your next guy is Carson Beck and probably Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah, Sellers is not gonna get it.
No, he's not gonna get close.
Yeah, so Sylvester was a Houston transfer, so he's at Louisville now. I'm very intrigued. So I'll have to watch that. They looked good. No, this is a different guy. This is a different guy. Sure. Did you guys? I think there was because they have this guy listed at 230. This dude is not 230. Yes, 6'6", 280. Hell no.
Is it him?
That's what they say. Red shirt senior. Are you sure this is the guy?
I
don't know. Whoever gave me that, I don't know if that's the guy.
That's kind of someone. What's the role for Jack Bash? Is replacing Meyers? Yes.
If Meyers gets traded, Jack Bash gets every snap that Meyers will do. It has to be.
Yeah. Andre James was at a bad preseason, I guess.
I mean, they might sit in Meyers this week. For I mean, you don't want Meyers to get hurt, right? So I'll put it this way. If you're going to trade him, if you think you're going to trade him, why would you play him? Right? Like you don't want him to actually get hurt. And then we might get a good look at Besh. Like he only got one target and the ball didn't even get to him last time, but he might get some looks against a good secondary.
Yeah. It depends on how much they pass. I mean, this could be interesting in this game because if they get down and they have to pass a lot, I'm super nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm really nervous about this game a little bit, just based off the having to maybe have to pass the ball a lot, and then Gino not really handling blitzes that well this year, and then having to face a lot of blitzing this game. I feel like it's gonna be blitz city. Like this could be cover zero like every third down.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like is going to be happening in this game because they're gonna see the film and they're gonna be like, you know what, we need to take his ass out every single time.
I would blitz him. I mean, that's what I would do. I'd heat him up like a rookie quarterback. That's what he looks like right now.
Yeah, it's not the best outlook right now, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. He's the quarterback. Nothing we can do. All right, got a question about any stud centers in this next draft?
Sure, I wouldn't know. Honestly, like, let me see if I can find a list of anybody. I can.
That's what I was doing. I saw that question. I was trying to do that. I was trying to find a list.
Yeah, I'm sure only like the O-line centric people are really like doing those right now. Like the people who like the Brandon Thorns or like people like that. I'm sure are doing that. Like I
would say one guy that I know because I had to watch some Iowa film is the Iowa center. Is really good. I forgot his name, but he's a pretty good player.
Is it Jake Slaughter?
Is that what his name is? I don't know. He maybe. No, Jake Slaughter's from Florida. Okay. I watched a little bit of him too. I had to watch because I was doing some side college stuff for a little bit. But it's this guy from Iowa that's really good.
Some people are saying Connor Liu from Auburn is a name, 6'3", 300. But again, these guys, everybody, a lot of these centers, like you don't see a lot of them go round one. I mean, if they do, it's back end.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a solid, thing to look. Yeah, Jake Slaughter, Bryce Foster, Logan Jones, Drew Bobo, Iapani Laulu, it's Laulu, not Laulu. My guy Ashton Craig just got out for the season. Notre Dame, he was having a heck of a year for Notre Dame in center. So he's kind of a guard center hybrid guy. He's out for the season. But he, again, that's somebody day 3 think about taking or something. I really like him.
Yeah, because I don't know. To me, this has to be a little bit of a defensive draft, so they got to figure that out.
Trenches for sure. Trenches for sure. I think to me, I'd really want to add that piece on the defensive line. It doesn't matter if it's a tackle, end, whatever. Just like that one piece where it's like, how do we stop Max from getting doubled? Like how does it happen? You know, like one way or another. I want to spend there. I want to draft there.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I mean, if they take a quarterback early, that's where it gets like tough, because that's why, you know, when a team, you have to be building like how this team is, especially on defense. They don't have any young pieces on defense, which is the problem for me. Right? They do have young pieces on offense. We can talk about whoever we want to talk about, but there is some young pieces over there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit of the worry for me. And that's why it's like hard to be like, okay, we got to take a quarterback. But then if you take a quarterback, you probably got to take a wide receiver too at some point. Where do you take one? It's going to get tough. It's going to get tough for them because, you know, I do like some Elijah Surratt
Surratt. Yeah, Surratt.
Yeah, Elijah Surratt.
Hey, Mendoza and him round 1 and 2. Let's go. That's right. No, he's a first round pick, probably. Surratt. I don't know how big Surratt is, but he moves well.
Yeah, he can run routes like crazy. So it's gonna be tough. This draft's gonna be tough because they're gonna have to pick a side. They picked offense last time. I feel like you just have to pick defense this time. Like they have to fill out the defense with young guys.
Mm-hmm.
They have to.
Sarada is 6'2", 213. Yeah, he's a first round pick.
That is a monster.
He killed Oregon. I was watching. I was like, my gosh. Him and Jordan Tyson. I mean, it's actually a kind of a sneaky good receiver draft. Those guys out of A&M too, Concepcion out of A&M. I'm not sure if he's coming out this year, but my gosh, he little bit more of a shiftier guy, but man, he's good.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's the next one. Next question. He says, what's TB role's point at this? What's TB12's role at this point? Going forward, there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
Just a consultant, I would think. I think it's clear he's not like overstepping anything. In my opinion, he's clearly not. Kind of wish he would sometimes, but just seeing the way the offense is at times. But like, it kind of just seems like, hey, if you need me, give me a call. Kind of seems like that. I think I would hope him and Gino are talking. I really would, because I think mentally, like Brady would be able to help you with a few things, because I think a lot of Gino's struggles are mental right now. Mm-hmm. I would like to. I would like to think that. I think he's more of a consultant. I think he wants to be involved, but I'm not so sure he wants to do what like Belichick did for like the Patriots. I think he respects the chain of command a little bit more, and like wants, you know, he for as much as everybody said Belichick with the Patriots, he respects having a McDaniels at the Patriots or guys like that. So I think he would have been like this tyrant right away if he came in. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way. I know that's a bad connotation, but somebody that just comes in and is like, no, this is my show. I don't think Pete Carroll comes in and works for that, if that's the case. Yeah. So I think he's involved, but I don't think he's sprinting the car. No, we're drafting this guy. No, we're signing this guy. I don't think he's doing that.
I think it's interesting that he's not getting any smoke for like pushing for Pete Carroll. You know, a lot of people are mad at Pete Carroll as a head coach. Mm-hmm. He doesn't get any smoke. And I feel like that's a little bit of his guidance. And that's why, when we get on Mark Davis a lot, you bring in Tom Brady and you bring in like this guy, and you bring in John Madden. Like you bring in John Madden, he hires Jack Del Rio. You know what I mean? Like, what else can Mark Davis really do? I mean, you're trying to bring in the best football minds you can to help you out.
I can't even blame Mark Davis. And plus, Mark Davis win WNBA titles. He's winning something. You know, he's like, man, everybody else in Vegas is winning right now except the Raiders. Like, it's the damn Las Vegas Aviators won the AAA title. UNLV's 6-0, and the Knights are getting started, and they're always good. So it's like there's something weird about the Raiders right now, and I want to get mad about Mark Davis, but to me, I it would only be in hindsight. I kind of like the moves he made this offseason, and it seems like he's kind of taking a hands-off approach.
Yeah, I agree, man. Somebody's a trade Gino for Mac Jones.
Is Shanahan coming with him? I mean, I'm kind of hoping the Niners, just because I don't like them, I'm hoping the Niners really flame out this year and like they fire everybody, because I'm sick of that. I want Niner fans to feel the pain that they they once had, where they were hiring Chip Kelly, Jim Tom Sula. This was not that long ago, you know, like we were all alive during that era. I want them to feel that pain. They think Shanahan's beneath, like lower than dirt right now. They can't stand it. I said, man, he is cooking without anybody. Mm-hmm. So I want that to happen. And then I want to reap some of the rewards of that.
Yeah. As I said, don't Niners fans hate Shanahan?
They hate him. And they should hate John Lynch. John Lynch is the one who screwed that team up.
Yeah.
John Lynch is the one who drafted Trey Lance. You can't watching Mac Jones with them. There is no way Shanahan wanted Trey Lance.
I know.
Just pick Mac Jones. They didn't even have to trade up. You wouldn't have even had to trade the picks. You could have taken them at 10. And like you know that's what Shanahan wanted because that's what he has now and he loves it. I don't even know if Brock Purdy's going to get his job back. Like it's, I mean he might, but I'm just saying.
I think Kyle likes Brock a lot because I think Kyle respects that Brock doesn't listen to him.
Brock saved their ass. After that Trey Lance thing, they say he saved that team.
He respects him, like he likes that he doesn't listen to him. I think you know what I'm saying, like you know, since he has to be in full control of the offense, he likes that Brock will kind of do whatever he wants to do. Yeah. I think he likes that. To be honest.
Yep.
All right. Who's hungrier or more desperate for a win, Raiders or KC?
Unfortunately, I think we're catching KC at a bad time. Now, to be fair, I feel like we always caught him after a bye week, and we are not going to get them after a bye week once this year. So. There's that. I am glad they came off that win against the Lions. Now they're a good team. They're not gonna, and it is a division game, so it's pretty tough to overlook it. But yeah, I could see the Raiders coming in there and kind of shocking them like the first quarter and being like, "What the hell? The Raiders are up 10-0," like you know, and we'll see what happens from there. But I could see that happening. The Raiders are absolutely desperate for a win. Pete Carroll wants to win. I think this is a big week again. If you saw Brock Bowers running in practice, it was because they thought they had a chance to play him, which I didn't want to see. But it's clearly you don't do that if you weren't desperate for a win. So they want this game. I think they're going to be prepared for this game. It's going to be up to Geno to play well. It's going to be up for the blitz. You know, like who can win early in a blitz? Can they get Genty going? But I think they're going to be prepared at least on defense to the best of their abilities.
Yeah. They gotta be ready for this game. I mean, or they're gonna get blown out. But I still think this is like what they built this team for. Like Jeremy Chin, they thought Alex Kappa was gonna be the starter because Alex Kappa plays good against the Chiefs. You know, it's just like, do you play well against the Chiefs? It's like their whole thing that they've been doing. So we'll see how that goes, man. But this game's gonna be tough. But we'll get more in depth of that later. Don't most NFL teams repurpose guards go for tools though? Kind of like we talking about centers.
Yeah, I mean, look at JPJ, right? I mean, JPJ's a center, was a Remington Award winner, and then goes to play guard after that. You never know. You just never know, guy. I know there's people that go, "Oh, this guy's probably a guard at the next level. This guy's a center at the next level." So it feels very scheme dependent. It feels like that. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never know what that is. It's that's why they put interior O-line prospects rankings, because when you're interior lineman, you're really supposed to be able to play center too.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that you're going to be, if you're not playing, you're going to be next up if somebody gets injured. You know, I know Ryan's stoked about his Minnesota Golden Gophers right now. They're crushing Nebraska right now, crushing fake Mahomes.
Don't get me started on fake Mahomes, man. I was doing some of that side draft stuff. I had to watch the Nebraska game. And he was annoying the hell out of me because I'm like, bro, did you like sit in the mirror?
Yeah.
And practice this? Like the stances and like how much of a loser do you have to be? Is this like a Taylor Swift fan? Like you're a stan.
It's like an Elvis impersonator back in the day. Zuzo would dress up like Elvis in Vegas and walk around and stuff. and talk to people from like other countries who don't know Elvis is dead and stuff. Like that's what they would do. And it's funny because he's talented as hell. It's like he's not like some 0-star guy who's like, yo, I'm gonna fake it till I make it. It's like, bro, you're like a 5-star or like a 4-star. It's like, dude, like teams want you for you. Like, why do you have to like do the exact? I mean, it's very postmodern. We live in postmodern times, and he is very postmodern. I will say that much. I mean, it's idiocracy level. It's actually kind of impressive, but I hate it.
I couldn't stand it watching it on film That was my thing. I couldn't stand it. Like, why are you standing like that?
Yeah.
Like he like stands like bro, dog.
Yeah. It's like when everybody tried to do the jump throws when Jeter is shortstop in baseball. I know we're talking about baseball tonight, but like every kid, the coaches would go, just plant your back leg and throw. Like they would drop the fungo because you'd be in Little League and the kid would try to do the Derek Jeter jump throw. And they'd be like, it was every kid, all a bunch of Jordan sweatbands, just plant your back leg. Fundamentals. You know?
Exactly. It's just so weird, man. It's just like you literally had to sit in the mirror and practice that stuff, bro. Like you had to.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
That's fucking weird, dog. That's why you're not winning. Nobody does. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know who you are, Dylan. You got to figure out. You got to be your own man. Like he's the type of guy who get drafted by the Chiefs as a backup, but he'll be happy there.
That would be crazy. if he tanks all his interviews so he doesn't get drafted, and then he calls the Chiefs himself.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up, guys?
Yeah, I can see him doing that, some weird shit like that.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not coming out this year. He's a true sophomore.
Yeah, it's what I mean. He's like very talented, and it's just like, dude, if you just like played your game, I bet you'd be a lot better.
I can't draft him though.
That's all bad. I mean, that's why I'm saying he is a sign of the times. Yeah, like when you watch him, you're just like, wow.
I couldn't do it. Like it was frustrating me just watching. I didn't even care about Nebraska. I'm watching like Nebraska versus Cincinnati, and it was bothering the hell out of me. That's how bad it was. Which colleges are known for rolling out great players in specific positions? LSU.
LSU's pretty tough to beat for wide receivers right now.
I feel like wide receiver like changes like every once in a while.
They have like 5-year. I think they get 5-year runs. LSU's probably maybe they're towards the end of theirs. I think. Hey, can I claim my guy Notre Dame for Safety University? Safety University. You've seen them all around now. Are they elite? No, but Kyle Hamilton is. But like
Xavier Watts is pretty damn good.
Xavier Watts is very good. Alohi Gilman, Drew Tranquil. These guys are good players. And
we love Charles Grant.
Thomas Harper made a play for the Lions the other day. And then they got a guy, Adon Schuler, who's in this year, who I'd love to be a Raider next year. But Notre Dame used to be tight end U, I think, but I think Penn State might have that right now. Yeah, they're kind of they might have that. Tyler Warren is a monster. There is O-line's interesting. O-line, because to me, I really like that Caden Proctor guy out of Alabama, but I'm like, dude, does Alabama just suck at O-line though? Like, and I'm not even talking about Leatherwood, Jonah Williams, Chance Warmack, all of these guys. Tyler Booker looks like he's doing okay for the Cowboys, which everybody hated that pick, which is funny. But for the most part, like, I'm like, does Alabama O-linemen, do they suck? Like I was just thinking about that the other day. Like
a lot of them.
A lot. I'm trying to think of like the one who came in and dominated. Who's the one that came in?
Glen
Dickerson. There you go. But like Jedrick Wills, these guys are not good. So it's kind of weird when you see a school that is really good at football, but like a position group that you just don't touch. Back in the day, it was Penn State running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Remember back in the day, Kanjana Carter.
When number one is like, how many snaps did he play?
He was awful. No, I mean back in the day, you just like didn't do that. I think Saquon really was a generational guy there. In terms of like changing, people are going to draft these running backs high, because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, J.C. Latham. We just saw J.C. Latham get his ass handed to him all game. I'm saying like Alabama. I might stay clear of Alabama linemen.
Yeah, man. He said, "Why not?" Mahomes is very great. I've never been annoyed watching the quarterback more than watching him. It was just the most annoying shit I ever.
Ty Simpson. I do like Ty Simpson.
I do like Ty Simpson. I do like Ty Simpson, but like once again, like he doesn't have. Like I wish Ty Simpson could play like another year or two.
He's a guy that I would not like. I know nobody wants to do this right now, but I wouldn't mind. Like, this is why you don't necessarily get rid of Geno after this year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like this, I know people are like, no, pitchforks. If these guys aren't getting a lot of snaps in college, like maybe you keep the Geno on the con. Maybe you get like a fired up Geno or something, like out of it. Like you never know. Sometimes that fires up the guy when you draft the guy behind him. But I just mean, some of these guys might not meet these thresholds, but I do like Ty Simpson. I think he can play. I wish CJ Carr was coming out this year. That's my guy.
Yeah, just so DJ said, Bama QBs concern me. I mean,
do they?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Hmm.
I mean,
Mac Jones might be the best in the league right now. Tua's been pretty bad. Yeah.
I mean, Tua, he was okay. He was all right for he made the playoffs twice, right?
He did. And he's I don't know. Anytime the Raiders played him, I always thought Tua looked really good against the Raiders. But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you trying not to drop the helmet, but Tyson does look good. He does look good.
Yeah, Ty Simpson. Yeah,
you know who fell the fuck off? Is Cade Klubenek. He was getting some mad first round buzz. He could go top 5, and I was thinking to myself, what film are you guys watching?
Yeah. And he's not that big either. That's the thing. Yeah, like if he was big, if he was like a 6'4" dude, like, or if he was like Trevor Lawrence size, but like maybe needs some work, I'd be like, okay, yeah, get that guy on my team. We'll figure it out. No.
No sense. All right, so let's get to our next topic here, and then we'll what else we got? I'm deciding if I want to talk about this. So we got early draft. Let's go to early draft plans because we're kind of deep in this. Fuck O-line rankings. Early draft plans, Glenn. We'll kind of talk about this a little bit already. I just did a show with Matt. He showed me Peter Woods. Now, I'm thinking, and he was breaking down Peter Woods during that show, and I was just watching Peter Woods. I was like, man, we really need a defensive tackle like that. Yeah. Just, what I mean? Like, okay, you got Laulu, he's getting a lot better. Man,
hey, put somebody next to him. Adam Butler's not good this year, so like put him next to him. I'm with him. I love Peter Woods.
You see. So it gets kind of tough because I really feel like this defense, they gotta build this defense in the draft. Like I don't know what they could do in free agency. Like even if they gotta land somebody big, they have no young players right now. So
yeah,
like what are your thoughts? What are some of your thoughts on the draft plan? Like I mean, the quarterback is an option too. So
yeah, I am not a positional value guy at all, and I know a lot of people are. It's like a real trendy thing to be. I remember when that trend started, and I kind of was thinking about it, but I just don't think the draft is that easy. Like, I don't think it's that easy where it's like, actually, you take a corner. Actually, you take a wide receiver. And then in this round, you take this. It's just not. I think Arvell Reese is really good. I know he's an off-the-ball linebacker, but it's like, can you imagine if the Raiders just had him just clean shit up every play? Like, I really like him. Caleb Downs, these guys, like, I think they're blue chip players in this draft. Peter Woods is great. I love the Boogie Nights like pornography name that he has. It's really, that works for me. When you're like 300 pounds with that kind of name, love it.
Peter Woods.
Yeah. Just like it's like some VHS tape you find in like your like in a tough shed in the backyard or something like that. Grandpa passed away. We found the weird thing in the attic. It's a Peter Woods tape.
Hawaii Vice 5. Yeah. Peter Woods.
Yeah, dude. Old school shit. Like just like damn. Like yeah. There's people that have no idea what that even means. But the name checks out. I'm a big name guy, by the way. Unfortunately, but yeah, I just hit that name. Sounds like a really good. I know Raider fans are like, oh, Clemson D-line, and we have bad luck. Dexter Lawrence is on the Giants, and this is what I think that's what that dude does. Is what Peter Woods does. TJ Park, I think it's TJ Parker's the edge right out of there. I like him a lot too.
Yeah.
Their defense is good. Their offense sucks, Clemson. So if you watch their defense can play. To me, I think you have to you just have to get talent on this defense. I think Pete's doing a good job with what's there. There's just not a lot there. You look at the roster. If I showed this roster to any other person, they'd be like, "Is this a NFL team?" Like they'd see Max Crosby. Oh, yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, and then after that, it's like Jonah Laulu is playing well, but people don't know who that is, and hopefully some of these guys can establish themselves as players. Darian Porter, let's see him, I'm about ready for him. They're going to need, I'm always leery of like first round corners. Like, I just think it's really hard to hit on those. Yeah. And even if they're solid, it's like, to me, I want to get Max some help. Like if we're keeping Max, which we have to, there's just the you can't trade him. It just and I'm not saying that from I don't want to trade him. They physically can't. It's 90 million of dead cap. So at this point, get him some help. Do what the New York Giants do. They win games with their pass rush. Everybody's giving Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbu all this credit. They're winning games with their pass rush and their defensive line and dominating people up front. Offensive line, look, you can never tell me it's bad to address the offensive line. I have no problem with that, but I'd rather spend there in free agencies, like on the offensive line, because the offensive line's young on the Raiders besides Colton Miller. I'd rather spend there and then really just get I just want a freak on the D line, just like one that like makes Max like go like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, God, can you imagine? That to me is where I want to be. And like I said, Arvell Reese at linebacker, I think people would analytics podcasts would be like, oh, it's a bit early. He's a beast. That Ohio State is not a good offensive team. That if you watch them, they're like not that good on offense. Jeremiah Smith, their quarterback's not quite there yet. He's going to be, but he's not quite there yet. They are dominating teams on defense. I would take Downs or Arvell Reese at any point in the draft.
Yeah, see, the thing is, to me, this is where it gets tough because I think they got to draft a quarterback, right? I think they have to bite the bullet a little bit here, and that's why this draft gets tough to me, and that's why I'm super mad at Geno Smith because this is me being mad at Geno Smith.
Yeah,
because
now they have to take a quarterback,
because they need so much help on defense, but like I feel like they have to do it. Like, what other options do they have? And I saw somebody talk about this class. Like, this class has quarterbacks that are good enough to win with. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe there's not besides Sellers, right? I think if I'm going to take a chance on a guy who has under 1,000 dropbacks, I'm going to take a chance on Lenore Sellers, right? I watched some of his film this year. He's gotten better in the pocket. He's gotten better throwing the ball. He's gotten a little bit more accurate this year. I just don't think he's on a good team. I don't think he's on a really great team.
No, their offensive line's awful.
Yeah, right. So I think he's making the most of it, and he's still producing. He's not throwing a lot of interceptions. He does take some horrible sacks, right? But I can work with him if I'm going to take somebody like that. So that's why it's tough for me, man. It's going to piss me off because I think this is would be one of the best defensive drafts I've seen. Just from watching Ruben Bain 1 week with Matt, and then him showing me Peter Woods. I'm like, is this guy better than Bain? I was thinking when I was watching that. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I think to me, if you took Peter Woods and then traded back up for a quarterback, I think I would consider that to be a very successful plan. I think you found a way to get a very, very good. And people throw around the word generational. They don't need to be these picks don't need to be generational. They need to be very good. Is what they need to be. When you pick in the top 10, very good. Everybody's always elite, generational. It's like everything's a tier. Everything's. I don't want to sound like a boomer here, but kids just throw around generational every year. Generational aura. Okay, how about just very good player? And then you go get a Peter Woods, Caleb Downs, any of these guys that you just know are alphas that go out there and just make plays. These guys, I think I'm selling everybody on Peter Woods. I think I just made the best case for Peter Woods. I know you guys have a film case for him. I got a vibe case for Peter Woods. I love the name. But yeah, to me, trade back. Then you trade back up because if some of these guys aren't getting a bunch of snaps, you get that 5th-year option. And like I said, maybe you don't play them right away. It's okay. I think most Raider fans are fine if the quarterback's just on the roster. I don't think we need the guy to start day one. And I think there's definitely this is a good place for a young quarterback. So to me, it's just I don't want to force myself to take somebody at 7 overall. Be like, I gotta take this guy. I gotta take this quarterback because everybody says that's the thing you got to do, but then they're mad as hell you didn't take Peter Woods. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. 5 years later, you're like, what the hell?
See, I'm more defensive player, and I'm still on the Garrett Nussmeier train, and I think he might.
Oh, you're on the Nuss bus, dude. Not the Nuss bus.
He might have a good game this week. He came off a bye.
Nah.
I just like if I'm gonna take a quarterback in the second round, that's the guy. That's the type of guy where I know he can make NFL throws, but there's something quirky about it. I don't know. He has good film, man. He had good film last year. I can't get past his film. last year. I know it's not the best this year. I can't get past it.
Oh, you are like Otto from The Simpsons driving the Nuss bus right now with your headphones on. You don't want to hear anybody. You don't want to hear anybody tell you about the Nuss bus.
I'm just saying, like, if you have a draft plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get that defensive player, and then you get the kind of grimy Ryan Kelly,
I like the process. I like the process.
Mm-hmm. Who anticipates and does a lot of good things. He just makes a lot of NFL throws. That's all. That's my thing. So like if you have to wait to get somebody like that, like that's why kind of what I feel about this class. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes and how he finishes the season. But I haven't watched him on film this year, so I'm not gonna say anything. But I can't get that last year's film out of my brain because I used to watch.
He was a lot
LSU
better
games.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just bummed my guy John Mateer didn't play well. I think he came back a little early because he wanted to beat Texas with that hand. I just some of those throws just didn't look good. I was just like, I was watching that game. We'll see what happens. I do like Mateer a lot. I think he's like one of those gritty leader guys as well. Like and like I said, I think I like that process though. Like get that blue chip defensive player and then come up. I like what the Giants did in the draft this year, and I just want to copy that model. I think that model is going to become a lot more popular in the NFL nowadays because teams like the Jets are going to be the teams that swing early because they're in New York. They want the quarterback. They're going to be the team that does it early, in my opinion. Like they're going to be the team that like everyone goes, ooh, you got to take a big swing. You're in New York. Vegas doesn't have to. Like Vegas, you can build that roster to where it's really, really, really good. But I do agree with the chat, which I think is a consensus. They do have to do something at quarterback in the draft this year. A meaningful pick, not Cam Miller, like a meaningful pick where the guy has a chance to actually lead this team. Yeah, for sure. I'm not doing Drew Aller. I'm sorry. I tried to tell you guys about Drew Aller. I tried, and none of you listened. He got his coach fired. I know if James Franklin got himself fired, I'm being a little facetious here. But I'm sorry, if Drew Aller was good, they would have beat those teams. Yeah. They would have. They wouldn't have been convincing wins, and people would be like, yeah, James Franklin still stinks. Drew, you didn't beat UCLA. You don't beat Northwestern. You don't beat Oregon's a fine loss for them. But I'm like, I tried to tell you guys about Drew Aller. He's a 5th-round pick right now after that injury. I'm just saying. Tools. What are the tools? You don't see the tools. You never see them. Yeah, I know. He's like Christian Hackenberg. It's like the guy who buys really nice tools and keeps them locked up and doesn't fix anything in his house. You know what I mean? Like, I got all these Milwaukee tools. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you don't do anything with them. Yeah. Shedeur Sanders better than the QBs coming out. No. Let's not, guys. Hey, he might be available, and if you want to go bring him in, go bring him in. I would buy low on him after a while, after the dust kind of settles on him. I think after a year, it's like, hey, invite it. Hey, bring him in as QB2 next year. He wants to play here. Yeah, sure, sounds good. Go do that. I just mean I wouldn't. I'm not if I brought in Shedeur Sanders, it would not affect my draft plans. Yeah. Sanders is just he just wasn't the way he played. He's just not athletic enough to play like that in the NFL. So he needs to play games to figure that out first. So hopefully if he plays for the Browns a lot and he could figure out that he can't play NFL quarterback like that here, and then he can adjust, and then he comes to the Raiders and he's a lot better. That would be my hope. But if he doesn't play this year, then we'd have to go through the times of him trying to figure out you can't play like that here. So. Yeah. We have a problem with quarterbacks holding the ball too long already. You don't want Shedeur doing that here. You know what I mean? But I think that he's somebody that could figure that out though. Like working with his dad and film. I still think he's that type of guy that he could figure that shit out where okay, I can't play like this here. And then start to, play better. But yeah, he's got to figure it out. He's got to figure that out first. And I'd rather wait the year or two and then take him later. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. Did you? I was gonna say, did you see that seller's question? The seller's question I thought was interesting. A pro comp for sellers. Oh, I saved it. Okay, cool. Yeah, if Geno starts to play up to a ceiling, do we still draft a QB? That's gonna be interesting, right? Because Pete, that is first off, I think we'd be in great hands if he does. I honestly do. If Geno has 5 or 6 games in a row where it's like, okay, we're playing ball, we're 4-1 going on there. Honestly, I think Pete goes, see, this is what I brought in, and I might disagree with that a little bit, but I think Geno has to be catastrophically bad all year.
Yeah.
For them to draft a quarterback. And right now it's looking like he might be. But like right now, like it can't be this way because everyone's talking about Pete's like not blaming him. No, Pete's running PR for Geno. He knows what it is. He's watching it. This is ass. He's watching it. So. But yeah, I agree. Like if they go on like a 4-1 run, which to be honest, they'd be in the playoff hunt if they did that. Like I think we'd all be happy. But they'd go, cool, go get now Trench's draft, which again, is that the worst thing in the world? No, because your quarterback got better. But I don't see it in his body language that it's going to get better, in my opinion.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That is the like if they find a way like to get to 7 and 10, do they draft a quarterback?
Probably not. I mean, and then also like, are you even in the position to do it? Are you even in a position to trade the farm? Should you trade the farm for this class? I mean, it's very we all think they're going to be picking top 10 right now. 3 weeks from now, that might not be the case. Like 4 weeks from now, that might not be the case.
Yeah. That's why I'm mad. I'm mad that we're even having this discussion.
I know. It's bad. It's really bad. It's been one of the most disappointing parts of any team I've been a fan of in a while is like that. Just the fact that he can't even just play average football for this team.
This thing is being stupid with the questions here. Hold on. So the comp for sellers.
My comp for sellers would be Jalen Hurts.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think he's gonna make.
Mine's
plays.
Dante Culpepper.
Damn, taking it back. Man, he got the arm like Culpepper.
Yeah,
bro. I mean, I know he's got a good
Sellers
arm,
is ridiculous.
Culpepper had like one of the best arms I've ever seen.
Sellers is ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. If he's got a stronger arm than Jalen Hurts, I just think that play style that he does with Hurts, where it's just like cool, calm, and collected. Okay, I gotta go. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. My StreamYard is tripping on me right now, so let me take questions off. Hold on.
Drew Eller is not going in the second round. I hate to break it to you. It's not happening. He's not even going to work out. He's not even going to show off those tools at the combine. So,
how much tape could you watch of Justin Fields? I mean, I'm not going to answer that question. I said who Justin Fields is. People have lied to themselves. Yeah.
I think that's finally dying down. I think the Justin Fields thing is finally dying down. I mean, he might get his coach fired in his first year.
Yeah. Aaron Glen, do you agree it's a good safety class? I do agree with that.
Yeah. Like I said, shout out to my guy, Adon Schuler from Notre Dame. I love him. He's a guy I think is going to be like a second, third round pick that I think is a very good safety. And there's a lot of good ones right now. And I mean, you figure the NFL safeties become a very important position in the NFL with this shell thing that they're playing.
Yeah. I just said, wow, Culpepper. Hope he's not Raiders Culpepper. Like, yeah, well, that was after the injury. We need that 39 touchdown, 11 interceptions.
Yeah. Wow. So I thought Culpepper. I like Sellers a lot, but I was like, man, I remember early Culpepper, and I was like, man, it was a ball.
Yeah, it's like it's just the size. Cause I'm like, how many guys are like 6'4", 250 and can move like him, right? But he doesn't play like Cam Newton really, or he doesn't play like Anthony Richardson. So that's why I go there, because that's the only other guy that I could think of that is that big with that big of an arm that plays like that.
Yeah.
Culpepper was a problem. He had 23 fumbles in one season.
Didn't he have like small hands?
Yeah.
I thought he had pretty small hands for how big his arm was and how like strong he was. Yeah.
23 is nuts.
That is nuts.
16 game season. That's nuts, bro. All right. Let's get to these some of these game lines here. Let's get this over unders here. Let's move this over here. Let's start off with Geno Smith.
Hold on. Are you telling me that the interception is still
It's
0.5?
It still is, yes.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm wearing my question mark suit. My name is Matthew Lesko, and I'm telling you about all the secrets the government doesn't want you to know about making money. You can bet your entire salary on Geno Smith throwing an interception, and nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. Your wife tells you, I don't think that's a good idea. Be like, well, guess what? That thing in the Amazon cart, that's not a good idea. This is better than whatever's in your Amazon cart, lady. Okay? Geno Smith anytime interception is the easiest thing in the world. I'm not betting any of this other stuff. Anyways, yeah, over gosh, I'm not doing any of this stuff. Sure, he'll throw one touchdown. I'll give him that. He'll throw one touchdown.
Okay.
I'll give him that. Definitely over on the pass attempts. I'm not touching the completions.
See, I looked at this like they think the Raiders are gonna get their ass kicked. Because he didn't even get the 1.5 touchdown.
I mean, look at the line, Marcus. Of course they think that.
Like they really think like they think the Raiders are going to go lose. Like I know I look at the line, but like when I saw this shit, I was like, wow. Wait till you see Genty's shit. That shit is crazy. But yeah, I'm taking over in the interceptions and touchdowns. I think he's going to throw a touchdown, but he's also going to throw a pick.
Oh, of course.
And if you want to get crazy, they're going to blitz the hell out of him. I feel like there's going to be 2. I feel like there's going to be 2 this week.
Oh, adjust the line. I see. I like that. The government also doesn't want you to know that you can put it to 1.5 and double your money.
I'm just saying, if you want to take that chance, I think there might be 2 this week. But I'm taking under on the attempts and completions because I think they threw the ball 23 times last week.
Mm-hmm.
Against the Bears, it was 29.
Yeah. Joseph C. says the Raiders run it 59 times. It might not happen. Do you think they're going to run it all game? If the Vegas line is at almost 12 points, that the Raiders are going to have to throw the football. Yeah. So, I mean, to be fair, I'm glad this is at Arrowhead. That's the only chance the Raiders have ever had beating them.
I know.
Is that Arrowhead? Like they don't win at Allegiant. It's like, gosh, I would hope if I was the Chiefs, I would build Mahomes an indoor stadium right now. As he gets older, I mean, my goodness, yeah. I'm telling you right now, the fat cats in Washington D.C. don't want you to know, you, the working class man, that you can bet and double your money on Geno Smith anytime interceptions. And if you're feeling frisky, and if you want to sit there crying, tears falling into your beer, you can know, oh man, Geno Smith's throwing interceptions. I thought this would be much better this year. Oh well, check your checking account. Check that out.
Yeah, make you feel better, right? Make money off the misery. Make money off the misery.
That thing in your wife's Amazon cart, just buy it for her. You can thank Geno Smith for this, babe.
Mm-hmm. Return on investment, right? 200% return on investment.
Yeah, the numbers check out to me, Ryan. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, it is a great investment. All right, so let's go to Ashton Genty. So this is talk about Ashton Genty with him 75 yards to 59 this week. And his anytime touchdown was like is plus 105.
Oh, I love all these. This is our only chance. This is our only chance on offense. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. This is our only chance is getting a lead on this team. Like you got to be up 17-6 at halftime because Genty is just rolling. They're rolling. They're dominant. I mean, I like what they did against the Titans last week. They dominated time of possession against that team. Now, this is not the Titans, so I understand that they're not going to make the same mistakes Kansas City did. But let's say the defense is being frisky. I like over on rushing yards. I think there was stuff left on the table. There were some blown up runs, and he still got 75 last week on the ground.
Yeah.
I love the anytime touchdown. This guy's on pace. This guy's on pace to have double-digit touchdowns. So the anytime touchdown, I feel like, is a pretty solid thing there. They're going to do run blitzes on them. I think they think Geno's not shit. I think Spagnuolo's not going to treat Geno like a real quarterback, so they are going to stack the box against this team. But that's why I like the over-on receptions as well and reception yards.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a good game. I think he's going to have a good game. He is the best player on offense right
now. With Bowers not there, I agree, yes.
Yeah, 100%. With Bowers not there, of course. Right. But he is the best player on offense right now. And I think he's playing really well. Like you cannot convince me that he's not good at this point. Like I think that, I mean, he's going to hit 1,200 yards this year. There's not going to be like a real complaint for anybody really to have with his rookie year, in my opinion. So I think he's going to hit 1,200. He might have 10 touchdowns. Like, what are you really going to say after that? And that stay consistent, and that turns into 1,600 year two, right? We like that. He's on a better pace than Bijan was, right? I mean, Bijan's balling right now, right? But it's year 3.
Yeah, Bijan looks like Bijan's better. That's why I'm like, I know people are like, oh, he's not Bijan. Bijan didn't look like this his rookie year. I'm just telling you guys, I watched it.
Yeah,
he's really good. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I'd be critical of him if he wasn't. Like, I'm just telling you, I'm not like blowing smoke up anybody's ass. I think this guy's a very good player. He's got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is he going to look like 2 years from now? Let's keep it real. He's going to look really damn good. Because even at the beginning of the year when he was trying to figure it out, right? There's still some moments, but like I feel like he's really figured it out. Of course, they stopped the stupid stance shit, but he also is starting to figure it out a little bit, and he's getting better. So if he hits year 3, like I'm saying, like, so we get that 1,200 yards this year, like it might be like 4.3 yards per carry. It might not be like the sexiest thing, right? But the next year it turns into like what Bijan did year 2, right? Bijan got 1,300 yards year 2. And then the next year, like Bijan's now looks like, since Saquon's kind of fall off a little bit, he might be the best running back in the football right now. Yeah. Right? Him and Jonathan Taylor kind of going back and forth.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, like I said, you add a young quarterback maybe in there, and they kind of grow together. Like, it's going to be legit. Yeah. And you already have the young quarterback safety net. That's why I want them to take a quarterback, because how good he is.
Right.
He's literally a young quarterback safety net.
And Bowers, having him and Bowers, it's kind of like not a lot of quarterbacks walk into like tight end that can catch any football, running back that can break tackles, do what he does. You can spend on your offense. That's why I want them to more so spend on the offensive line, kind of like, look, it's fine if you want to overpay for a guy. Like, you look at what like Carolina did, and Carolina has a chance to be 4-3 this week. I think they're going to beat the Jets. People, not everybody wants to copy the Carolina model, but like they went out and they overpaid 2 guards to make sure guard wasn't a problem, right? Yeah. And I think the Raiders could be in a position to like do that, and I'm not saying replace JPJ, but overpay like 2 spots on that offensive line, a center and a guard, and just be like, look, we're going to be good here. We're going to run the football with Genty, and then the quarterback's going to come in right away, year 1, and at least not have to worry about that. We'll let him grow. He's going to have his growing pains and stuff, but we got a running back that can carry the rock. We got Bowers that can catch the football. We got Tucker, who's, ascending. And then you've got, again, you have to make some moves at wide receiver, maybe down the road, but I am all in on Genty being very good. And I was somebody who was neutral on the pick. Go watch the reaction. Yeah. Go watch the reaction to the pick, guys. If you don't think I was neutral. I said, okay.
Yeah. I was the same way. I was the same way, but I do like him a lot more because to me, it's more about him figuring it out in the NFL, because obviously he was struggling like the first few weeks, and he's not really struggling anymore, in my opinion. I think he's playing really damn well. All right, so the guy who's going to get Jakobi Meyers traded, Trey Tucker.
Yeah. Who do you think is getting him more traded, Jack Besh or Trey Tucker?
Trey Tucker.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm betting the Trey Tucker. I love the over on the yards. I think he's Chiefs are a better tackling team than the Titans are. I'm not breaking any news there. So I think, Trey Tucker made his yard over, I believe, on that 40-ish yards after the cash play. But that's there. And really, to me, it's like, Gino, can we make him pay on a blitz? Can we make him pay?
Yeah,
because Tucker's the guy who does it, right? If you do it, like, can you make him pay? I like that anytime touchdown. I do a lot, because if Gino's going to throw one, I think that's who it's going to be to. Now, Michael Mayer, he's been, I think Michael Mayer's kind of a guy that nobody's really talking about in terms of like becoming a valuable piece on this team. But the anytime touchdown, I don't think Meyers is going to play on Sunday. Personally, no, I just don't think he's going to play. That means you get McDuffie. What do you think?
I think it would be a tough matchup for Trey. But the thing is, like, they're kind of the same size, and Trey's really good against with the release. I think Trey's a little bit stronger than him. Okay. So that could happen, but it all depends on how they move these guys around. So that's gonna be an interesting part because if Meyers doesn't play, Meyers does bring a lot of attention to him. Teams like are trying to stop him. So, but if they're trying to trade him, then we're gonna have to see it. But yeah, McDuffie versus Tucker is. I mean, that's gonna tell us a lot more about Trey Tucker than it is about Trent McDuffie. Let's say that. If Tucker goes out there and just balls against Trent McDuffie, then we know. Then that changes like our whole conversation about drafting wide receiver. It changes a lot of things, in my opinion. Because then if we have this complete wide receiver who could beat like Trent McDuffie 101, and he can catch in all these passes and he's catching touchdowns, like your thought process just changes a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. He's blocking really well too.
Yeah. So all those things kind of change a little bit. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, this is his chance.
Yeah, he can get an extension after this year, almost guaranteed. If he balls out, like they clearly love him. I mean, we've been saying this. I mean, people at the beginning of the year, people were like, "What, man? I don't understand the hype on it." It's like, man, he can play. And yeah, like I said, like that empty pockets is saying there. First off, your pockets wouldn't be empty if you bet on that Geno anytime interception. They don't want you to know that you can do that. But like that Ruggs play on the cover zero, where the Chiefs during the COVID year, I remember the Raiders beat them. Yes, that's what I want Tucker to do in this game. And he is, again, even yards after the catch, I feel like there's improvement being made there. I don't think he's ever going to be like a, make you miss a million times guy, but one guy in the open field, one guy to beat. I think he can do it now. So I'm all in on the Trey Tucker stuff right now.
Yeah, me too, man. And then of course, Michael Mayer.
Ooh, I like the over on receptions. I do. I like that a lot. Anytime touchdown, man, to triple your money is not bad. I don't know that I take it, but that's not bad odds. If you think Geno's going to throw one touchdown, it's either Mayer or Tucker. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like that's what you're thinking. And Tucker's at 240, that might be better value. But is Mayer getting the coverage that Tucker's getting? You're gonna get Tranquil maybe, which he's very good, but is he gonna be there? I like the over on receptions. I think he's gonna catch. Like receptions is easy because like you catch a 2-yard ball in the flat, you're not sweating that over on receptions, but he's gonna catch a 2-yard ball in the flat and fall forward. That's what he's gonna do. But yeah, no, I mean, look, I'm probably the only Raider fan with a Michael Mayer jersey. I think so though. I just show me.
You might be.
I don't think his parents are Raider fans. I think they like that their son's on the team. So I'm the only one. So maybe don't take my advice on this one, but I think he goes over on receptions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over on receptions on this one too. Maybe under on yards. Yeah, probably. But I'm gonna go with the anytime touchdown with him too because I think he's gonna be that red zone guy for them.
They love him. The way they talk about him, they love him.
Yeah. All right. What else we got here? Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's go into the game line here. What are your thoughts here, Glen?
I like the Raiders to cover this game. I'm not taking the money line, but plus 680 is crazy. $10 get you 68. You tell your dealer, get me a quarter. I know you got a deal. I just hit on Raiders money line. Give me, you know what I mean? Like if you do that, like if you like $10. I mean $10.
$10 and 680.
Yeah. No, I know you got $70 quarters. You know what I'm saying? You could do that if you were into that sort of thing. I like the Raiders to cover. I think this game's going to be sloppy. I think people are going to go, man, what is KC doing on offense? I actually think on defense they're gonna like push KC around a little bit.
Yeah.
On offense, I think we're going to be like, why aren't we capitalizing on this defensive play? And I think that's going to be the problem. I think the Raiders lose in a heartbreaker.
Yeah, that's what
I think they lose on some stupid like defensive holding call, Butker field goal, like just dumb.
Yeah.
Win, but the Raiders cover. That's what I'm saying. Over under is interesting. I'm going to take the under in the game. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points scored.
Yeah. Because I think this game's gonna be close. Because, like I said, my friend in the chat last week, he against the Jags. He wanted to go play that Ghost game. Ghost of something. Whether that said.
Not Ghost of Tsushima, but it's a new one. I know.
Yeah. He was quick to go play that game against the Jags, and now he's talking shit to me after they beat the Lions, and I just feel like there's something weird about that.
Yeah, he's
so. I'm taking the plus 11.5 of the Raiders, and I'm not saying they're gonna win.
Yeah, all Raider fans know what that game is because they turn it off and they turn it on in the third quarter. Yeah. That's that game. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, Ghost of Yota. Yeah. We all play that.
I'm about 75% done with it. Yeah. Colts game. I made a lot of progress. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people are loving this anytime interception. Gino, you could bet. I bet Gino's throwing one right now. I bet he threw a piece of paper in the trash can and is like, somebody walked by and grabbed it.
But yeah. I just feel like this game is gonna be closer than we think, but it's still the Raiders lose. Mm-hmm. Right? Like that's what I'm saying. Like just something you just said, like due to some Gino turnover, like it's gonna be like late in the game. Like, oh my God, the Raiders have a chance. Yeah. And then they send like a cover zero blitz, and you see Gino like trying to run around, and he just throws it up.
Just something dumb.
Exactly.
Like that. Literally, what happened last year is what I see happening this year. Like just a dumb, unspeakable play after like a penalty that benefits KC, but like the Raiders still have a chance. Like Daniel Carlson missed field goal. Like any of these things. I'm just saying them now, so you're not shocked. I just think they're going to lose in a close, heartbreaking fashion. And it's not going to satisfy anybody. It's not even going to be one where it's like, man. Like, remember when the Raiders lost them on Monday Night Football, but it was a shootout, and it was like, we were toe-to-toe when, like, Devontae had a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
Carr was hitting them deep, and you're like, man, that was like, we, shootout, and we just lost. It's not, I don't think it's going to be that type of game. I could be completely wrong. Last week I was terrible with college and NFL, so maybe I'm not seeing the game right. But I have thought of this game as a complete, just heartbreaking loss.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Devontae didn't get his feet down. I was so pissed.
That's right. Yeah, that one. Yeah. He was kind of weird with that on the Raiders, like his feet on the sideline, toe tapping. Yeah,
I know. My biggest fear with Devontae was that he'd come to the Raiders and not be able to catch it, and of course that happened. Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah. No, I think we all sense it. I think we all sense that we're gonna be like, we shouldn't be in this game. What's happening? Pete Carroll's like, yeah, man, this is what I got. And then like, it's just, look, if we win this game, if it's a Christmas Day of a couple of years ago, hey, guys, I turned 35 earlier this week. Like, it would be the ultimate present to me. But it's just like I know how this game goes, and it's at Arrowhead. I think they can get the Chiefs to play sloppy at Arrowhead. Just for some reason, I think they can. I think they're going to be a little less stubborn than the Lions were on offense. The Lions wanted to get cute and like, twist the knife on the Chiefs and be like, you can't stop our offense. I think the Raiders want to be like Genty, Mayer, Genty, Tucker, Genty. That's what they want to do in this game. And I think they're going to do an okay job of it at first if the defense can force a turnover or two, which I think they're going to do somehow. Some weird fumble, dumb thing, something like that. They're going to do it. I just feel like I know how this game goes.
Yeah. They always play. They play the Chiefs tough. Like the last, besides probably the first time with Josh McDaniels, maybe in 2023. Maybe the first time with Antonio Pierce in 2023. But ever since then, they played them pretty tough the last two times. Even the game that they had at home last year, that was pretty close game, right? Mm-hmm. So I think Patrick Graham does a good job against Patrick Mahomes. That's what I really think it is.
Yeah, no, you're right. Patrick Graham does a decent job. Like I said, Devin White, Max likes to play the Chiefs. I feel like he sacks Mahomes at least once a game. Mm-hmm. And Butker's had a weird season this year. Like, he's not kicking the ball well. I don't know. Like, it sucks because I think they're kind of hitting their stride, and I kind of wish we played them like week 3. But also, I think the Raiders are a little bit better than they were in week 3. So, like, I think they're slightly better right now. I think they're kind of figuring a few things out. And I don't know. I see like a 2 to 3 point loss in this game. That doesn't make anybody happy. But
Yeah, me too, man. I see the same thing. Does Anthony Richardson scare NFL teams on sellers?
Maybe. No, it's possible. I think a lot of these guys with snap counts. I think. Look, let's hope they fall. Let's hope they fall to the second round.
I think the difference between Sellers and Richardson is just mentality, I think.
Richardson also didn't play that well in college. That's what people don't realize. Richardson was 100% a traits pick. Sellers has some games where you're like, if you take the best Sellers games, they're better than any game Anthony Richardson played.
Yeah, I think Sellers is playing really well, actually, on film right now. See, that's the thing. I think he's playing really well. It's just he's not on a good team. That's his problem. Yeah. So, I mean, Anthony Richardson film you're right. It was all traits.
All trait. Couple big throws. Oh, man. He can do that. You see what Steichen's doing with Daniel Jones, with Anthony Richardson. It should have worked.
Yeah. Averaging 47% completion percentage in the NFL is awful. That's Tim Tebow range.
Right.
You're Tim Tebow. That's really what it is. So we said, what's worse, signing Geno or trading Flacco away to start Gabriel?
I think if you're the Browns, I don't think you care about Flacco. I saw people freaking out about that. I saw this one, and we see that clip of that Browns radio guy was going how do you do it? How is that? How do you explain that? I'm like, whoa, what? I mean, you guys aren't contending this year. Who gives a shit who you traded him to? You're gonna just get picks. I saw Flacco play against the Lions and they got their ass kicked. He wasn't doing it for that team. The Browns don't have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And Flacco knows how to play quarterback and was like, this guy's open all the time. I'll throw it to him 15 times. This guy's open all the time. The Browns don't have a receiver like that. I'm telling you, if you watch Jerry Jeudy play this year, it is the most comical thing ever. He's open all the time and he can't catch anything.
Yeah,
it's just wow. So what I mean is I think the Browns have gotten 2 5th-round picks for 2 quarterbacks that they are not seeing as part of their future. They got 5th-round pick for Kenny Pickett, 5th-round pick for Joe Flacco. That's not that bad, in my opinion. You can find a way to trade up with those. You can do whatever. I don't think the Browns are in that bad of a spot compared to that. It's just they weren't going to contend this year.
Yeah.
It's just they weren't. They're not going to do that. So, to me, the Geno thing is it hurts and it's bad. It should have at least been average.
Yeah, I'm really mad about the Geno thing. I really am. I'm not gonna lie.
Jerry Jeudy couldn't catch in college too. I'm just letting you guys know that. None of this is shocking. People love separation. CeeDee Lamb was better than him in college, and it still is better than him in the NFL. Justin Jefferson too.
I mean, to be fair, CeeDee Lamb can't catch either. To be fair,
he can, but he's much more of a reward for what he can do. Yeah,
he's more like a Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall couldn't catch anything. Either could Terrell Owens, really.
Yeah,
Terrell Owens.
Yeah,
that's why he was crying in that one, his little first time in the playoffs, because he was dropping everything that whole damn game. It's like, maybe I beat the Packers.
That's funny.
Yeah, but he couldn't catch. Terrell couldn't catch with the shit either. But hey, if you can get open enough,
and if you
make plays with it,
Jerry Jeudy can't make plays. That's the problem. Jerry Jeudy does not make plays. If you watch even the Dylan Gabriel game last week, you're just like, Jerry Jeudy, make a play for your quarterback. My gosh, that's what they all tell you. Make a play for your quarterback. It's a young guy back there. He's not playing well. Don't get me wrong, but just go make a play. And it's just Jerry Jeudy, year 5 in the league at this point? Make a play. Steelers cannot cover anybody. And it's just oh gosh, it was cracking me up. But exactly. I mean, if you can't catch, you got it. When you do catch the ball, you make people pay. Terrell Owens, after the catch, is one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's nuts.
After the catch, he was unreal.
Yeah. Marshall did have the most catches in a game, but I tell you, Marshall, if you could look up stats, he had 13 drops this season.
There's a reason he never played in an NFL playoff game
because he couldn't catch.
He had Jay Cutler in his prime, where it's I'm not saying you win a Super Bowl with that, but you and Jay Cutler should have been putting up stupid numbers and like boat racing some teams, but they didn't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Brandon Marshall is bad. I'm not saying that, but like you got to be that type of player for me not to even remember your drops. And Jerry Jeudy's not that type of player.
Jerry Jeudy stinks. Yeah, I'm telling you, watch it's like, man, if this guy was even just okay, like he'd be good. Like he'd make a bunch of money in the NFL. I think he still did. I think the Browns paid him for whatever reason. But I mean, again, your name's Judy Jerry till you learn to catch. That's what I would tell him if I was the coach. Your name's Judy now. Yeah. So until you learn how to catch, we're gonna call you Judy Jerry is your name.
Yeah. I forgot. Let me get to this phone call. Let me put this game line up here while I pull this phone call. So we got the game line here. We got Colts versus Chargers, Falcons versus Niners, Eagles versus Vikings, Rams versus Jags.
Yeah, these are great games. Colts Chargers. I'm riding with Danny. I'm riding with Indiana Jones.
Okay.
He's going into SoFi. Joe Alt's not playing now. Unfortunately, the Colts. I think they're a team that needs to make a trade for a pass rusher, just from some team. Like man, if I were them, I'd give up my first round pick for Jeffrey Simmons. Like I'd give them like a first round and a pick for Jeffrey Simmons, and I would just be like, who could stop me with Buckner and Simmons? That's what I would do, because I don't think their pass rush is that good. I think they're going to go in there and run the football all over LA, though, for sure. I like the over in that game. I think that game's going to be wild. I think that game's going to be like 30-27 Colts. Eagles versus Vikings. This game on paper looks fun. People are going to tune in. I'm sure it's like nationally televised, but I think it's going to be dog shit. Like, I don't think it's going to be very fun to watch. I'm going to take the Eagles. I'm going to be going for the Vikings, of course, but I'm going to take the Eagles minus 1.5. I just think they're going to win in a very bureaucratic game. I just don't think either of these offenses are that fun to watch. I think both of them are struggling right now. I mean, the Vikings have let 2 good quarterbacks leave that place, and they're stuck with 2 not that good quarterbacks on their roster. I mean, you have JJ in there, and then Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones have left that roster in the last year. It's put them in quite a spot. I am going to go with the Falcons over the 49ers. Falcons defense is kind of playing really well.
Divine Diablo, bro. Divine Diablo.
Yeah, Divine Diablo. I know, it's crazy. That's pissing a lot of fans off. Look, he didn't play well here. I don't know what anyone wants to say. Like, he didn't do anything to earn a contract with this team. And when you change coaching staffs as much as the Raiders have done, that's what happens. I will say I will take the Falcons, though. I think the Niners are just really injured. Fred Warner's out for the season. Like, yeah. If I'm just throwing the ball to Bijan in the flat and saying, what are you going to do? That's what I'm going to do, like all game to them. And then London, you hit the kill shot with London, and like I said, their defense is playing well. They got 2 young guys on the edge, Pierce and Jalen Walker, who are starting to come along. I think the Falcons are a good team. I think they're a good team, and people just aren't talking about them. Rams Jags, man. I'm going to take the Lover, not the Lunder here, because this is in London. I'm going to take over 44.5. No Puka. That's huge. But I think Kyron Williams is going to go off in this game randomly. Like, he's just going to be one of those guys that like randomly has like 3 touchdowns in a London game or something. I like what the Jags are doing, and the Raiders get them after the bye week. I like what the Jags are doing, but I think they're going to run into a tough loss here. I am going to take the Rams.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go Colts here because I just think the Colts are just a better team than the Chargers. I think the Colts are a really good team. I mean, you saw what they did to the Raiders, and that was for a reason, because they're like they're literally.
They're good.
They might be the best team in the AFC, like for real. Like, no joke.
I agree.
No joke. I don't know if Daniel Jones could be able to keep this up throughout a playoff run. Do I think Daniel Jones is beating Patrick Mahomes coming into Indianapolis?
We know how this ends. We know
how this ends.
Yeah,
but I think they're going to be like a 14-3 like type of team where like
nasty. Like
we're talking about Daniel Jones.
The Vikings last year. Like the Vikings last year. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like we're gonna get to that point. Like that might happen.
Mm-hmm. Baker's winning the MVP, guys. I
think so. That's
put the money on it now if he's not the favorite.
Yeah, but I think the Colts are just a really good team, and I think that's why I think they're going to beat the Chargers. Falcons versus 49ers. I see Michael Penix to me. He's so up and down. I'm gonna think Michael Penix has a bad game. I'm taking that guess here. I'm gonna go with San Francisco here. I'm gonna go to 2.5, or it's just San Francisco, just because I think Michael Penix is gonna have that game where he is on the road, because most of his great games are at home. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but he played the Panthers and lost 30-0 on the road. He's not the best player on the road. Even when he beat the Vikings, I mean, that was more J.J. McCarthy than him. So I think Michael Penix is going to be that guy where he's going to struggle on the road against San Francisco. And then you got Eagles versus Vikings. I'm going to go Eagles just because I think this is going to be a bounce back game. And I think Carson Wentz, even though it feels like a revenge game for him, it's not going to work. And he might take that too serious. Like, this is like the game where we see like him throw interception while he's like falling to his knees.
I like the under in that game though. I think it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, and I'm taking the Rams because I think the Jags are frauds. That's the only reason why.
You think who are frauds?
The Jags.
You think the Jags are frauds?
Yeah, I think the Texans are still going to win the division.
The Texans are going to win the division.
No. Okay. Well, the wild card position. My bad.
Gotcha. Yeah, they will have a better record than the Jags.
Yeah, because the Colts are going to be like the best team in football. But I think like the Jags got that one Trevor Lawrence game where he played out of his mind, and I don't think that's going to happen again. You got the one game. That's why he's like the ultimate top 15 quarterback, because you're going to get that game where he just plays out of his mind. Mm-hmm. But then you played against the Seahawks, and he came back to earth.
He took 8 sacks against the Seahawks, and the Rams have a pass rush.
Exactly. He's just not that. He's not that dude at quarterback. Let me just say that he's not that dude.
Yeah, I will say though, I think the over in that game is the play, because if the Jags can actually run the football, Liam Cohen will fix your run game. I will say, and Etienne is who remembers Travis Etienne? He's back. I mean, he was dead to like. In any fantasy league or anything, people just were not even considering him in fantasy drafts until like the back end and stuff. People were thinking Tank Bigsby was going to take his stats. I think the Jags are going to make that a game. I think it's going to be an over, but I think again, Stafford that was a nasty game against the Ravens. Bad weather, like just kind of, whatever. I chalk that up as just like how the Raiders played the Titans kind of in that game. So I think that game's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good London game, though.
Yeah. I think this game's gonna be good too, man. It's just I don't trust Trevor Lawrence. I just don't.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean, Liam Cohen has a nice track record with those quarterbacks.
Yeah. He said, when did they trade Trevor Lawrence? I don't think they ever trade him.
No, he's gonna be there forever.
He's their Derek Carr, guys.
Exactly. They haven't had a guy like there's. It's what you do. I mean, would you? Here's the thing, DJ. Would you trade for Trevor Lawrence? I think I would.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like,
I would. I would. That's the thing. I would.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would.
I could critique him all the time. Like, if you said Trevor Lawrence is available, you'd have 10 teams calling. So I would. Like, that's always the thing, is like, when do we trade it? Like when do you trade him? I would give up my first round pick for Trevor Lawrence. I would right now. I'd give up my first round pick for Trevor Lawrence.
I can't go. I'll go second. I can't go first.
Well, he wouldn't. They wouldn't trade him first.
I'll go second. I mean, yeah, right now, like maybe, like if he plays terrible, like if they don't make the playoffs, they like finish 7-10, we could maybe a second. We could probably get him for a second.
If the Raiders were picking like 12th overall, I'd say, I'll take him off your hands. That's what I would do. For my first round pick, I would do one first round pick for Trevor Lawrence, and I would just go, all right. That again, is he elite? I don't think so. But with him and Genty, I'd be like, okay, I'd have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Brock
him
Bowers.
and Genty,
I know
Brock
he can
Bowers.
Brock Bowers. I know he can. He definitely has issues. Like I would do it. So I'm not saying, I don't even think that's even. What we're saying is that's not even going to be a question.
Yeah.
Because Jaguars are going to be like, no, we have this guy. any change we make, any coaching change we make, any draft thing we make is to make this work. And they're a good team. I mean, it's AFC this year. They're not going to be any rush to get rid of him.
Sean's asking some tough questions today, man. He asked about a conflict I don't want to talk about because you guys want to get me canceled.
I don't trust Trevor Lawrence because he's white.
You trying to get me kicked off YouTube? Like, nah, man. You trying to get me kicked off YouTube?
I don't understand. You interested because he's white? I mean, I don't know. Like, there's, I'm just not understanding that question. And maybe that's for you. That might be for you.
Maybe it's meant for me. It might be for me.
Like, I got you.
He's trying to get us kicked off YouTube here, man. Like, relax, man. Relax, Sean. Relax.
Damn.
We appreciate you, Sean. You need to relax. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
All right, college football, and then we get to this last voicemail here. Here you go. LSU versus Vanderbilt, Ole Miss versus Georgia, USC versus Notre Dame, Tennessee versus Alabama.
Okay. LSU versus Vanderbilt. This is I won't touch this game with a 10-foot pole. I won't. Because if I bet Vanderbilt, LSU wins by 13. If I bet LSU, I'm yelling obscene things at Brian Kelly's red face on the TV because the money I made. Luckily, the next day I'll get it back for the Geno anytime interception. The government doesn't want you to know that's the thing. But the LSU Vanderbilt is like neither of these teams can be trustworthy. Whit Weeks is not playing for LSU. He is a very good player on their defense. I would just maybe take like the over in that game because I think Vanderbilt can score. I know they can score, and I think LSU is going to be able to score on that defense. Yeah, gosh, it's an ugly game. I can't believe Vanderbilt's favored, to be honest.
I can't believe that
either. But that's such a deceiving, scheming honeypot of a line. Like, no, don't take it. I would take the over in that game. Ole Miss versus Georgia. Ooh, I like Ole Miss +7. I do. Yeah, okay. I do. I don't think Georgia's good this year.
Did Ole Miss lose last week? They lost last week, huh?
Did they lose?
They were playing some team that some team is hanging with them though, right?
They hung with them, but they won. Okay. It was Missouri. No, not Missouri. That was Alabama. No, who did they beat?
Washington State.
Yeah, Washington State. That's true. They had they did. I'm gonna take Ole Miss +7 conference game. I think Ole Miss got caught slipping. Looking ahead to this Georgia game, they ended up surviving that game. It's weird. When's the last time you saw? This is what they think of Georgia right here, right? They favor Georgia by 7, but the over/under is 56.5. When's the last time you thought Georgia would be dominant enough to win an SEC game by 7, but the over/under is 56.5?
Yeah, I thought this was crazy because Ole Miss is the higher ranked team.
Yeah, no, I take Ole Miss +7 for sure. Georgia is just not the defensive. I just mean the defensive team. If you haven't watched like college football that closely, the defensive team that you think Georgia is, they are not this year. Is what the point I'm trying to make. USC versus Notre Dame. Oh boy, everybody wants to hear this take right now, I'm sure.
Can I start off, Glenn? I just want to say, I mean, because as a kid, I was a Notre Dame fan too. I just want to say that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Right, that line's crazy.
I have a lot of acronyms for what USC stands for. I'm not going to say any of them right now. Post game, you might hear a few. So it's whatever. So USC, for anybody who doesn't know this, USC's down maybe both of their starting running backs. Notre Dame's got Gabe Rubio, who's their best defensive tackle, out. Ashton Craig, who's their best interior offensive lineman, out. It's going to be odd. It's going to be raining in South Bend. I think 10 points is a little high for Notre Dame. I don't want any of my Irish fans to hear that as a lack of confidence. That's a lot.
Why do you think it's that high? When I saw that, I was like, "There's no way." Like,
USC's been, giving up a lot, 31 to Illinois' offense. I mean, like they've given up a lot of points, and Notre Dame's offense is really good. Now, the last couple of weeks, they haven't been scoring the way they should have, at least not when the game's been close. Their defense, Notre Dame's defense, has actually been playing a lot better. But Mekhi Lemon, Jordan Mailata, these guys are good. We haven't talked about Jordan Mailata, and this is a big game for him.
Yeah,
he might be coming out this year, and he might hit your threshold actually.
He might. Yeah, I think he will.
So if he has a huge game, this is people are talking about Notre Dame's a public team. Everyone knows what USC is too. They're not playing some D2 school. Come on, stop that. I think 10 is a little high. I would actually take USC plus 10 actually in this game. I think the overs. I actually think the under is going to hit because of the rain, the weather. I think Notre Dame's going to win this game. I hate jinxing myself like this, but I think Notre Dame's going to win this game, but not cover. I think it's going to be similar to what I think about the Raiders-Chiefs game, but in this case, Notre Dame is the Chiefs. So I'm just going to take that there. We'll let people talk their stuff. This is what they teach at USC. This is what they teach their students and their faculty. Pete Carroll's reminiscing about the Bush push. I could reminisce about things 20 years old. Like I could do that too. If you want, 2005. Oh wow, let me look at my CD collection, Pete. Yeah, about that time. Tennessee versus Alabama. I like Alabama. I don't think Tennessee's good this year. Bama's starting to hit their stride. I think Bama wants to win this conference really bad, and I think they can. I think the Kalen DeBoer era, they had a tough one against Missouri, but Missouri's good, and I will take the over in that game as well. I think there's gonna be a lot of points, but I like Bama covering this game big time. I think they're gonna try to make an example.
All right. So with me, I'm gonna take Vandy. I know you're scared of that game. I'm taking Vandy because this is the perfect game for a Brian Kelly rant. I just feel
it is that red face,
the red face, like angry rant.
I'm not mad, but I'm mad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%. Like the game that just ruins their season. And I just think, as I'm saying, like I like Nussmeier a lot. And I actually think he'll play good in this game, but I just think Vandy, it just is a better coach team. I think they're a better coached football team.
Clark Lee's a bad dude, man.
Exactly. They're a better coached football team, and that's why I think they're gonna win this game. Ole Miss versus Georgia. I'm gonna go Georgia just because I don't like Ole Miss's quarterback. So the only reason I'm going to do it. I'm going to go +7 Ole Miss, though. +7 Ole Miss. But I think Georgia wins this game. Because I just don't like Ole Miss's quarterback. That's why
Chambliss.
Yeah, that's why they're in a game with Wazoo because I don't know. See, the thing is, there's a dude from Arizona who plays for Washington, Desmond Williams. He's a quarterback for Washington. I don't know if you've seen him.
I have.
Play. He was supposed to be at Ole Miss.
Oh,
but I don't know how much money Jed Fisher gave him.
That's crazy because Lane usually doesn't lose in the transfer portal.
Yeah. He was supposed to go. He was supposed to be the Ole Miss quarterback right now.
Is he doing the what's his name, the Steve Ballmer, Kawhi Leonard fake job thing for him or something? Like giving him like $30 million or something?
I don't know what Jed Fisher's doing over there, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he stole him from Lane, and that's why Lane is kind of in trouble. I think Lane was like dead set because Desmond. His high school film is nuts. It's ridiculous. And he's playing pretty well at Washington right now. If he had him at Ole Miss, I think that like we wouldn't be talking. We'd be talking totally different about this game. But he doesn't have a quarterback. He didn't have a replacement for Jackson Dart after Williams went to what's his name? Went to Washington. So I don't know if that's gonna work. USC versus Notre Dame. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get crazy here. I'm gonna take Notre Dame -10. I'm gonna get crazy. I'm just gonna do it.
They think Notre Dame's the Vegas thinks Notre Dame is going to run the football for like 260 yards.
Yeah. I think this is like the Lincoln Riley shits the bed game.
I hope so because I have some tweets already made up in my head right now. I'm just letting like it's gonna be. I am letting the USC fan. This is the time for the USC fans. The advent of the game. They're popping their advent calendar. Like, oh my gosh, I'm letting them have it. This is their time. I want them to have their space to talk. If this game does not go USC's way, I don't want to hear a thing about injured running backs. I don't want to hear a thing. No excuses. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I might regret that later, but I just got a feeling like Notre Dame's just gonna kind of
they need to
playoff imprint on this. Tennessee versus Alabama. I'm going to take Tennessee plus 8.5 just because I think this is the Alabama calling radio game. I have a feeling. Some of these games, like these games, just like these spreads are too high for me. Like some of them, I feel like they are right. Like the Notre Dame one, I think they're gonna hit it. But like the Tennessee versus Alabama, I feel like this is like what they call Paul Feinbaum
Yeah.
And they're yelling about DeBoer and how he's not Nick Saban.
Paul, I don't know why we hired that Washington guy, Paul. Paul, I tell you, Paul, they hire Yankees and coastal people. I just don't think coastal people work in Alabama. I'm sure he's a fine man. His kids, I won't say anything about his kids. You know, like they'll say something. Paul's just like, yeah, go on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, that is the perfect game.
Paul,
right?
Love your show, Paul.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, I'll play this voicemail. You got a voicemail. Here we go.
Hello, Marcus. Hello, Glen. And BD, if you're there. Matt, I just wanted to thank you guys for all you do. And upcoming to the Chiefs game, as somebody who's been following the Raiders since the early 70s, I appreciate, how you break things down. Having watched both the condensed and the all 22 of the last two games, it seems that, the two things that make this offense for Kansas City go are pre-releases from the line for short passes and Mahomes running. They're not completing any long passes, except when the DBs have to cover for 5 seconds. And the leading rusher for the Chiefs is their quarterback. And pass rush discipline. And I think honestly, you got to jam guys at the line. You got to disrupt that short game. I don't know that the Raiders really have the personnel to do that, but I think we know better than to rely on them actually effectively tackling on the road. So we're not going to limit people to catch, tackling at the catch point. And if we can't do that, I don't see how we can be competitive in this game. Appreciate your thoughts on that.
I mean, I kind of agree with them.
I think you got it.
That was a great breakdown.
Right. No, I mean, 10 out of 10, no notes. No, I agree. And I think if I'm the Chiefs, what I'm saying is Mahomes is running really well. And I've always thought, man, his just straight up running is it's like the worst. The plays he makes on the run are crazy, but the actual running is just a heartbreaker when he just scampers out of bounds and he invites you to get an extra 15 if you want it, and I can't stand it. And I know they're going to look at number 20. They're going to see Polamalu and they're going to try to make him the mark of the game, I think, because you have to come up and make a tackle. You have to make a decision when I break the pocket. Are you going to come get me? Or are you going to come, go get Travis Kelce? He's right. They're not going to run the football on you. They're just not. Mm-hmm. And the Raiders have done a nice job against the run this year, save for the Washington game. That's really been the case. Taylor got touchdowns against the Raiders, but the Colts moved the chains with the passing game. And I think I just don't know if they're going to jam the Chiefs. I hope they do. I hope they make Mahomes have to think about it, and I hope they can collapse that pocket. This is a game where you're going to need, a couple big drive stoppers, whether that's Tyree Wilson on a stunt, whether that's Max Crosby getting freed up, whether that's Malcolm Kuntz, getting some bend around the edge. I mean, don't forget about Malcolm Kuntz's game a couple of years ago against the Chiefs. Yeah. He kind of was one of the reasons they won. Laulu, that spin move he did last week, and he's starting to show himself as a guy who should be on this team, and that's where they're going to win this game. That's where they're going to do it. On offense, we know what they have to do. They have to control the clock with Genty, and Geno cannot turn the ball over. Not even once. Seriously, not even once.
Not even once.
And I'm not even saying that in terms of the turnover margin. I just mean mentally for him. Yeah. Because if he turns the ball over once, I don't trust him to not do it again. I know he did it against the Tennessee Titans, but that's the Tennessee Titans.
See, the thing is, when you play Patrick Mahomes, with the Raiders play his own defense, he can play like Daniel Jones. So that's where he doesn't mind taking that at this point in his career. Yeah. Taking that short pass and just picking you apart. Right. So that's why it's important to get the pass rush going. Because, you got to get Travis Kelce chip blocking where he's throwing his helmet. Because I remember the last two times I've seen Travis Kelce throw his helmet is when he was playing the Raiders in 2023 when he had the chip block, and in the Eagles Super Bowl when he had the chip block. And that's when he gets pissed because he can't play his game and he has to help out. He doesn't want to do it. So that's why you have to get them in that And that kind of just, I feel like that ruins the whole Chiefs offense because Chip, then Travis is being he's crying, he's being upset. I'm not getting the ball. I can't run the routes from the slot. I got to chip. I got to hit Max Crosby. So that's going to be the thing. And if they don't do that, then that means Max Crosby gets one-on-ones because they don't play 12 personnel over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. It's just they're going to need to make the Chiefs play poorly. Like, it's a weird way to say it, but if the Chiefs play well, the Raiders don't have a chance.
No,
straight up, they don't. Like, it's just. I think everybody knows it. Vegas knows it. That's why the line is almost 12 points in an NFL game. They're treating us like Maryland at Ohio State. Is what they're treating it like that. I think the Raiders are going to be able to get out to like some kind of early lead, and if they do get out to an early lead, I'll tell you, I like the way Genty controls the clock, and I think this could be a game where that happens, where it's like, okay. They didn't have that the last time they played at Arrowhead. It was like a way to like play keep away a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I can harvest and mine from that Titans game was kind of like, oh, they did a good job playing keep away in that game. A really good job. And now it's not the same team, but the two things that they did was they took the ball away, and those are contagious. That's trendy. That happens. When you're around a loose ball, you can pick it up when the other team drops it. It's just they come in bunches. I think Pete Carroll's correct about that when he says it in his comp. But they can also with Genty, he's an absolute, like, unlike a lot of running backs we've seen come out like high, he's like able to play that boring style.
Yeah.
Of just like 6 yards, 6 yards, 10 yards, 3 yards. 6 yards, and like that, like, and then they go, damn, it's the third quarter already, and the Raiders are up 17-6. Like, that's how they win this game. I'm telling you.
Yeah. People are saying like, because I showed the number. Like, how about you guys just don't be? We're a family here.
What if you guys don't be weird? Yeah. What if you guys don't?
Like, Sean is on, but like, are you okay, Sean? You all right, man?
You
try to get us kicked off of YouTube, first of all, and then and now you would call people's numbers, Sean.
Let's find out if the caller's white. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
You all right, Sean? You all right, man? You know, you talk. We got you, bro. We're here. We're here for you. All right, we're out of here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be dropping the little draft stuff about Mendoza and Peter Woods. So check that out. And then, and then we'll be back for Sunday reacting really early because it's an early game. And we'll be finding out how we feel after that game at about 1 o'clock. So we'll meet here at about 1:30, guys.
I'll be there.
Pacific time. I mean, it might be 4:30 for you East Coast people, but 1:30 Pacific time, we'll meet together again on Sunday. So hope you guys see you there. We're out of here. Peace.